All right, we are 100 percentile ready to stream. You can start your sharing screen too.
Yep, I got it.
Let's go live.
Whoa.
Following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Hey everybody, we're live. This is called Look at Lunch. My name is Josh. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Live in front of a studio audience. It is Thursday, so we go live for this show talking about beer and whatnot here in the state of Texas. And my name is Josh, and I'm wearing a Huffmeister from Huff Brewing t-shirt. You should go get some of there. There's Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen, my I don't know what you'd call him, the guy in the red shirt, the guy with the hair, the guy that pushes the buttons.
Your better half.
The VP of tomfoolery. Ladies and gentlemen, Kennedy. Hey, welcome, Kennedy. Hey, Kennedy, how's your week been?
My week has been fabulous.
What'd you do?
Well, I've been entertaining some parents of mine.
Some?
How are your parents?
They're doing well. They were finally able to escape the quarantine of Spain, only to be put into the quarantine of the United States. But at least they're in the United States now.
So they did their best rendition of the Spanish flu when they flew over here.
Yes, they exactly. Not as many casualties in that. But yeah, Spanish flu, sure.
Yeah, they Spanish flew on over here.
They sure did. What was?
It's the glass.
Oh.
All right. Oh wait, hold on. I'm stepping all over myself. You're about to take yourself. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I forget. It's been so long since we've done a show. It's been like what, 5 days?
I know it's been like a whole week.
It's been a whole week.
Yeah.
I'm all out of the loop. I guess I'll do my thing. I'll do your thing for the thing over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, to my right, to your screen right, and my screen right, Kennedy.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
All right, it's time, and we all know the time here. It's time to drink a beer. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy lunchtime. Join me for a chug. Everybody, I'm giving you about 10 seconds to get your beer in a cup and get ready for a chug. And here we go. I am chugging today one St. Arnold Summer Pils. And I'm sure this is going to go down splendidly. Here we go. Bottoms up.
Go. 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 Go.
Yummy. Yummy.
Awesome. How was that?
That was fantastic. You've had Summer Pils before.
Oh, have I?
Yeah, it is such a great bill.
Let me tell you,
I
had a bunch of it yesterday.
I honestly wish that they would rename this Summer Pils to something else,
Like
so we could have it all year round.
Yeah.
Such a great beer.
You just have to stock up.
Yeah,
That's true.
we stocked up on Summer Pils last Friday when we went over to one Matt Scholar's house. And
Wait, he sells? Does he have a shop or something?
no, but he makes great ribs.
Oh, so you bought the Summer Pils and went to eat the ribs.
Yes.
It sounded like the way you phrased it that he was selling it like out of the trunk of his car or something.
No.
No, not yet.
Uh-oh.
Not yet. Okay. I wasn't sure how that was going.
Well, we kind of froze up.
Who froze up? Everybody?
Julie and I. Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we're still shots now.
Well, then now,
Oh, yeah.
damn.
So, look at me. I'm talking and my mouth is not moving. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah.
Josh is doing his dance.
Oh, and now the program locked up.
Uh-oh. Time to
we're off
reboot, right?
No, we can't reboot
Why?
Why not?
Oh.
because we're
We'll
gonna
lose everything.
we're gonna lose everything.
Oh,
You can't take me fool. It's just this big black void next to me.
Yeah, for a while. It's gonna take a second. It'll catch up.
Oh, well, give everybody the old behind the scenes. What happened here? So we have this thing called VMix, and what happened?
Yeah.
Well, somehow. Okay, here's the problem. I'm a little fidgety, and I bumped my thing that has the cameras plugged into it. My USB hub. Yeah, I accidentally touched the hub.
Don't touch your hub.
And it lost connection.
Oh, that's what all the hubbub is about?
Yeah, that's
What's
the hub.
all the hubbub?
Oh.
Hub.
All right, well, what are you going to do?
Well, and so it's trying to reestablish this connection, and so we are currently a little locked up.
Okay,
It's
so
okay.
Matt does not own a car. He owns a truck.
That's what I'm going to go with.
And Brendan says it's beer time. That's what time it is.
Yay! Yes, it is.
So, well, you can't switch cameras, so I can't do anybody's intro. So I guess it's just all on me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for now it
That's
is.
what happens here. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is time where I get to talk about what I did yesterday. So yesterday when I was drinking copious amounts of, hey, it's Foamy Head 13. How's it going? Swifty APA from Real Ale Brewing Company. Excellent choice there. Foamy Head 13, a.k.a. John. You can't play any music or anything, can you?
Oh, no, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, no, really?
This happened before, and it locked up last time for a good, I want to say 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh! I am back.
Well, you were.
Yes, I'm back.
There you go.
So,
Okay.
I have to fix Julie's camera right now,
That's fine. It's fine.
and there's a good possibility we're going to be stuck on this shot for a while.
This two-shot here.
Yeah, this 2-shot, which is a little better.
That's okay.
But with you just staring at your screen.
No, we're good now. Totally good,
Okay.
except for Julie.
I need a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's okay. I don't need to be on today. I'm
Yeah.
I'm lagging. I'm a little frozen and lagging myself. So
It's not just the internet, it's all of life. We're all
exactly.
got a little lag going on.
Yeah. It's true. It's
It
true.
happens.
It does. It happens.
You can't do an intro now?
No, I can't really do anything right now.
Okay. Because I haven't even opened a beer yet because I typically wait for that. But I got 2 beers, so I'll go ahead and do this.
You can go ahead and open it. It'll just be on our 2-shot here.
Okay. I went to Round Rock this weekend and also over to Fredericksburg.
That's so funny.
So I'm drinking APA.
Look at that, y'all.
Yeah,
What's,
what are you drinking?
what are the odds?
Or that's Sorry, that's the Flavor Country.
Yeah.
Wait,
The same thing Kennedy's drinking.
I would say-
and I got to drink too.
I would say, great minds think alike.
All three of us are drinking the same
Where
beer.
did you get yours?
All
I
right,
traveled all the way to Austin. Mine's authentic.
So,
Where'd you get yours?
interesting story,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't looked up on this, and if anybody has any information on this, I would greatly appreciate it in the comment section. But I got this at HEB.
Where?
In the HEB in the Heights, off of
Because I
Shepherd.
got mine at an HEB, but it was near Austin.
Yeah, this is Shepherd in the Heights, which would lead me to the assumption that Austin Beer Works now is distributing outside of the Austin area, which is sweet.
Yes, very nice.
Because,
Delicious beer.
I mean, I do have Flavor Country, but I got my all-time favorite right here, too.
Peacemaker.
I love
We should wait for the intro.
this beer.
Love
Love this beer.
Don't you have it, Josh? You can do the intro too.
That's just music, though.
Oh, right.
It's not all the bubbly magic.
Well, everybody can close their eyes and pretend.
That's not the same. I'm $450 away if anybody wants to donate to being able to do all it from either end so we can have shows every day. $450. There's a PayPal donate button on the Interbrews website if anybody has a bunch of cash just like weighing down their pockets and they want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Tammy.
People have so much extra money laying around right now.
And they're sitting around doing nothing, so, you know.
They don't even need it. They're using it like they were saving it for toilet paper, but now since we all have toilet paper again,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
are you gonna do with all that?
Yeah,
money?
last time I went to the grocery store,
Fully stocked.
lo and behold, there's toilet paper.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Who knew?
So,
Who knew? So if you were hoarding all that cash
uh-huh.
and need a place to put it, there you go.
I mean, cash doesn't make for good toilet paper anyway. It's a little rough.
Well, anything lower than a 20. Hundreds better. That's good stuff.
It's a little rough.
Yeah. Was Tammy,
well-
was that the last comment you saw,
What's that?
Amy,
Which one? What?
Last comment.
on Facebook? I'm just trying to keep up with comments.
Yeah,
I don't think
actually, that's the last one. I think everybody's a little.
Laggy.
Tammy replied back, "Hiya." Yeah, I think everybody's a little slow today for some reason. I don't know.
It's the gremlins. They got
Yeah.
us again.
I'll say this: the internet, I think, is getting bogged down, pretty bad.
I would agree with you
Mhm.
for
I
sure.
I was trying to watch a YouTube video before the show today about 10:30 or so,
Mhm.
and it just would not load. And I know obviously I've got 45 internet devices in my house going right now.
Yeah,
That could be part,
Oh.
but it just would not.
I could be too.
Yeah, I've got mom and dad in there as well.
They're
Where
not
are
on
they?
the internet right now.
Are they? Oh, I don't think they are on the internet.
No, they're old school puzzling it.
Yeah, we're working on a big time puzzle right now as a family.
We did a puzzle, and when I say we, I mean my wife. She was like, "Let's do a puzzle," and everybody's like, "Okay." So we kind of sat down to do it a little bit, and then we're all kind of talking, and she just gets this real intense look on her face, and she starts going through everything and separating. And she's like, kind of talking and kind of showing my girls, hey, you could do this or that or whatever. And then about 1:30, 2 in the morning, she's still over there by herself. Everybody else is going to bed.
Right.
She's still over there putting this puzzle. It's like, I thought this was going to be a thing we all did together. She's like, we are. And then she just muscles. Just got this super game face on and never looked up. And then it was put together. She's like, somebody else can have this. I'm done with this.
I love it.
All right, so
People get like that though, you get obsessed. It's funny, you can see the different sides of people with stuff like that, where they become like, no, we got to get this,
Yep.
Love
so
it.
We're
Like
back
yesterday.
we're back in 100% working order.
All right.
Woo!
Well, this will be a great time because y'all can join in. Yesterday, I went outside because I needed to mow the yard because the forecast is for rain for the next 5 days straight or something is what it
is
did
it?
say. Now I hadn't seen a raindrop and it's been nice or sunny. It's hot. It's quite hot. Great time to drink some Goza or Pilsner or Kolsch, right? I think you need Goza after you sweat a lot. You need that salt. Anybody else agree?
Yeah,
Anybody else agree?
that makes sense.
Oh, Jules, you don't like Gozas, do you?
No, but I can
Nice.
understand your reasonings.
Yeah, you need those electrolytes.
Mhm.
But I think it's the perfect, as the salt runs off your face into your beard, because it's anybody else salty when they sweat, like super salty,
Happens to me all the time.
grimy, extra grimy. I get extra grimy.
It does run down her beard a lot.
Like I
does.
think some people get grimier than others. I get grimy. Like I sweat up big crystal, like rock salt. Anybody else do that? Kosher salt all on your face?
Have you ever worn a shirt and got real sweaty, and then walked inside and you cooled down and it dried, but there's this ring of salt
Of course.
around your
Oh.
around your collar from sweating so
Every
much?
hat
Yes.
I own. Every hat I own.
Oh,
I can imagine.
I don't know. I guess I don't wear a lot of hats.
Well, it happens on shirts too. Sometimes, like I remember, and especially in Florida, or you'd be out running a race or something, and and it dries, and there's this ring of salt. So gross.
So this lovely lady sitting on either side, next to you, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
In case anybody's wondering who this lovely lady is.
Oh, yeah, we should do intros.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do the
In
intro
case
now.
anybody
Am I
is-
doing the music or are you doing the music?
You're doing it.
Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, to my screen right, your screen right, and the loveliest view of this show, Jules.
Aw.
Hey, I need y'all to pick up that guitar and do a ditty.
I know,
You know,
little ditty,
I would. I totally would, but I'm kind of strapped here.
little dittied out. I don't have
No,
all.
I've got
Jules,
the
it's on you.
I know.
No,
What do you know? What songs do you know?
my headsets are plugged in.
Let's see.
My headsets are plugged in. My mic is plugged in.
Don't do it.
You play us.
my mic's all hooked up. I'm kind of tethered to my laptop right now, so I can't really get up and get to the guitar, or else I'd totally. Yeah, I'd play you some Stairway to Heaven right now.
Well, maybe we'll do a Zoom concert. Maybe we'll do a free Zoom concert or something later.
That's what we need to do. When do you want to schedule that, or do we want to open it up to everybody, Kennedy?
Let's open it up to everybody.
Everybody start warming up by drawing your private parts now.
One thing this quarantine has taught me is to never, ever do an open invitation Zoom meeting.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I just read a story this morning where a church full of old people got porn bombed on Zoom.
See, I was able to figure out pretty quickly, although not quickly enough, but pretty quickly how to get rid of that. And I can imagine the church full of old people, they probably didn't figure out how to do that.
They didn't put an open invite out. They legit got hacked, and their mute and their shutdown button, all of that got disabled.
Oh man! So they got okay.
Well, that's when you like physically go and pull out the cord.
Oh,
for your internet
exactly
to shut that down. But so you said you were mowing the lawn, Josh.
Yeah.
And so I have a question for you about your choice of lawn mowing beers.
That's my shirt today.
Summer pills.
So, but just the question about your lawn, and then just a normal question, just the question in general about drinking. You're not catching on here.
About what I was drinking?
Yeah. Ready to
do
the thing.
I was totes doing that. I was it's like looking at my watch. I was like, I finished the front yard. It's what time is it?
Yeah.
It's time for your favorite segment of mine. Here on Liquid Lunch. Here on Liquid Lunch.
What you drinking? What you drinking?
Good.
You didn't hear that. We got it in stereo.
Was it good? Or was it? I was a little late. I missed it. It's hard to hit a button.
It's been better. It's been better.
I typically do a beer in between the front and the back, especially when it gets super sweaty. You got to replenish all that energy.
Yeah.
So I did some pills yesterday. A lot of sparkling water as well, with a little bit splash of lime.
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing some heavy lifting yesterday too. I was moving some things around. So anyway, but I'm almost ready to take my picture for the whole. I don't know if the St. Arnold is still doing the lawnmower thing, but
are you good? Nice.
Well, Brock called you out, so.
Yep. So Tammy said drink pickle juice. That helps with the hydration and stuff. And I'm wondering, what about a pickle juice beer? Would that be like a double? Would that be like extra?
Well,
I mean, if you can drink,
it's kind of a goza too, usually, right, or something like that.
If you can drink an entire pickle beer, then good for you. I'm not blessed with that ability. I mean, the first sip of a pickle beer is great. Second sip is okay. Third sip, I'm over it.
You know what? I had the spicy pickle effer from
pickle effer
from New Braunfels when I was talking to
spicy.
Kelly.
Yeah.
It was on his book tour.
We've had
It was
that
really,
too.
really good. I could sip on that for a while.
Oof! Really?
Yeah, it was something about the spice and the tart, and it was just. We were eating. Oh, and it was with Mary. Speaking of Mary Thorne at Thistle Draft Shop, now open.
Yes.
For you to go in and actually sit down doing all the they got plenty of space and all that. So and there's an awesome video of Mary trying to do a shotgun.
Yes.
I just saw that too. I was loving it. I just
great.
saw that. Yeah, I went to did you see the picture I posted of the chicken sandwich, Josh?
Yes.
Yes. And it was
nearly ate my phone.
I know, right? It was so good. It was everything I remembered it to be and more. It was absolutely delicious. The weather was perfect, wonderful. I mean, amazing. It was such a great day to be up there. So I'm glad she's open, and they're staying open. So please, if you're out and about, go by and say hi. So funny story though, I got to tell you, I was sitting there, and all of a sudden this fella comes up to me, and he's like,
"Wait a minute."
What?
You got dudes coming up to you?
Oh. Yeah. He came up to me and he's like,
The
hey,
first thing you say is, "Slow down, buddy. I'm
Hey.
taking."
there's no ring on this finger.
Slow down, buddy. I'm taking.
No, there's not, as we discussed last time.
Right, Josh? Yeah.
Yeah, put a ring on it.
So, but he's like, "Hey, Jules," and I was like, "Hey," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't recognize you." And he goes, "No, you wouldn't." He's like, "I know you from the show. I watched the show." So I actually got recognized for being on Liquid Lunch when I was up at Thistle. That was awesome. It's Mario. He said he doesn't. He's not commenting too much, but he watches and he goes to a lot of the different breweries and it talks about that. I think you may know him a little bit more, Josh.
I do.
Yes, exactly.
Is it Mario Ortiz?
No, I don't know. Maybe I didn't catch his last name.
No, I know Mario. Mario's
Yeah.
probably watching now, or will be watching in or listening at some point. And
So thank you, Mario. It was awesome talking to you. We had a great conversation. And it was super cool guy, and it was just nice. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the first time I got recognized for being on the show.
It's literally only happened to me once, and it was Adam Cryer.
I remember that. That was our second. Yeah.
Here's the cool thing about it, because you think, oh well, I don't get recognized from being on the show. It's because we hang out with all the people that watch the show.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, hey, I know you from that. It's
Exactly.
like, no, everybody becomes friends, and the people like at breweries and everybody watching right now, we're all. It's friends. It's not, that's what this is. It's not just community. It's friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Brought to you by beer.
if I want to go hang out with most of our audience, I just go to a Rogue Brewers meeting.
That's right.
Exactly. That was fun. That was cool. That made I really appreciated that. So thank you, Mario. That made my day. That and the chicken sandwich and talking to Mary totally negated the whole fact that my car wouldn't start afterwards, and I had to go to the dealership.
You just had to go back inside and have more beer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a coincidence. That's
Exactly.
providence.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a prophecy. Yeah. Exactly.
I will say, okay, so I'll say this back to the spicy pickle beer.
Mhm.
We were also eating. We had the at Thistle. We had the cheese platter, and that they put together with Houston Dairy Maids. Houston Dairy Maids may be one of the places I love the most that I don't go to very often but when I get any of their stuff, I mean, man, it was so good, and the accoutrement that all went with it. Yeah, just fantastic. So if you're doing like cheese and smoked meats, right, and like olives and things like that while you're drinking it, it was so good. Anyway.
Oh, so I think we should do the thing right now.
Oh, where we try to get more people to.
Yes.
To do the thing.
And I want to see if anybody notices something a little different. Okay. Yeah.
All right, everybody, look into your heart. And are you playing music?
No.
Okay. Everybody, look into your heart and look into your iPhone or your computer screen and look for that share button and hit it. Put your finger on it. If you're watching on Twitter, give it a retweet. If you're on YouTube, copy that link and send it to everybody in your contacts. If you're on Facebook, just share it to your page. Share it to your favorite group. Share it to your mom and your dad. Share it to your grandma.
Brendan's out there. He might notice.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, Philip. Thanks for sharing this moment. Let's just share the moment.
Hey, Philip.
There you go. That song always makes me feel.
You had me a cheese platter. Yeah, Tammy, that does sound good. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic because you got all kinds of different cheeses. But you got the salty, and then you got the little bit of tart, and you got the dry, and you got the creamy, and the so good. I love Thistle Draft Shop. It might be. I'm not going to say it's my favorite place because I do own a home, but it's in the running. It could. I could see how it could outpace my own house.
Right.
So just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Since we have a little bit of time.
Okay, sure, go shoot.
What would you think about episode 200 / 4-year anniversary at One Thistle Draft Shop?
Oh well, we'd have to talk to management.
Yeah. Funny thing though, I know a gal.
Hey,
I think that would be awesome.
speaking of, we got a little controversy. I noticed on the YouTube post that you did of the Star Wars show that you put an episode number on it. I think it needs to have an asterisk. I don't think that counts as a full episode because of all the technical difficulties. We didn't deliver all the goods. There were some really good spots, but as far as being
there's
a
some
full
really
episode,
cool things. That's for sure.
you put all the love into all of that, but it crashed and burned. It was like the fat
Death
guy
Star
in
blew
the
up.
X-wing. It just blew up.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, Preston Brown.
Oh, Preston's watching. It wasn't our finest moment, but for sure it wasn't the worst show we've done this year.
No, but should it count? It wasn't a full episode though. We didn't even go an hour.
And Brendan wins the prize. He caught it.
We went 47 minutes. Oh,
Well,
Brendan
and
caught it.
Yeah.
That was us
I knew
just
it.
staring at each other.
I knew he would.
Brendan caught it. He wins.
I think that would be an awesome place to do it. Are we still queuing it up to be happening at the same time, the 200th episode and the anniversary and your birthday? Does it all work out? Can we do that? Make it work?
I mean, maybe.
And then we can have a big party at Thistle, maybe?
Yeah, I mean,
Your
See-
50th?
no, I am finally turning 30.
Oh, Brendan says my mic is blowing his speakers out. So am I like
All right.
my levels?
Talk
I
again.
knew I'm off level, but
it's just Julie. Say, give me a 10 count, Julie.
10,
Checker.
9, 8,
Check or gain?
7, 6, 5.
Gain.
Check
You-
your
you-
engines, Major
What are-
Tom. What? No.
Yeah.
7,
What's
6,
I
5,
get the reference. Check the what's our gain at?
2, 1.
I think we're good now.
Okay.
I think I fixed it.
I think it's
Oh.
gain more so than level. I think blasting.
Uh-huh.
So.
All right, Tammy. Uncalled for, Tammy.
What's that? Oh, the engagement party too. Huh?
Uncalled for. All right.
What?
Thanks, Brendan.
I think Jules called for it earlier. I think she
No.
said there was no ring. So when she was talking to Mario, all's fair.
That's right.
I-
You know?
I will say
Like
this.
Tammy said, if there was a ring, all I'd have to do is
No
go,
ring, it ain't no thing.
Yeah.
I will say this. I appreciate everyone out there who helps us out when we're having issues and points them out to us. Because
Yes.
You
we
have no
will.
ring.
yes, because I have no ring, but because I don't, the way it's set up right now, I can't really catch them all. So I appreciate it. And then once again, this just goes into the whole, this is not our show, but it's your show too. And if you don't like what you're hearing
We
or
appreciate
seeing,
the feedback.
we appreciate feedback.
And Matt says, yeah, he'll skip work and go to the party. So I think that's what we need to work on. So we're going to talk to Miss Mary.
I'll talk to Mary. We need to do.
I mean, if we have to go up there and eat a chicken sandwich and have a couple beers and discuss this, I mean, it's just what we have to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's what we do for y'all.
We could do like a virtual who's who. Finest guests.
Mm.
Although
I want to eat.
Oh, that's true.
I
Finest
want to
guests.
eat before and after the show.
Before and after. Nice.
The problem when you do a show at lunchtime at Thistle Draft Shop is you want to eat lunch the whole time and just like stream yourself stuffing your face.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't know. I think that's a good advertisement for Thistle. It'd be like,
Nobody
people be
wants to
like,
see-
that looks like a fantastic chicken sandwich.
I like Philip calls it need the one ring that rules them all. I love it.
No, it's more like the one ring that binds them.
Well, that's fine. Who would you rather be bound to, Kennedy?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be lucky.
I don't want to be tied down.
Yeah,
So
he's such a
what?
player.
I don't want to be tied down.
Tied down.
Tied down.
That's not what you said last night.
Ah. Ooh.
Oh.
Ah.
Really? We're gonna talk
Oh,
about
it looks
that
like your
now.
parents just jumped on Kennedy. Hey, it's good to see you on there, Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy.
The door behind us
Huh?
isn't necessarily closed, so they can hear everything we're saying.
So when I say that you're getting pressured by your friends and to get a ring,
No, they can't hear you.
Yeah, they actually can't hear.
ask your dad real quick and see what he thinks.
Yeah,
you have a
text him.
mic for him? Your mom and your dad are such pleasant people.
I know. I don't know what happened.
And where'd you come from?
What happened here?
really do enjoy your parents. I hope that throughout. How long are they going to be around?
Like you mean forever?
They
like
are
around
they are here in the Houston area for good.
Yep, they moved back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're here. I mean, they don't know exactly where they're gonna move to yet.
Stay at your place on your couch for a while.
Actually, that's a good idea. If anybody knows of a good apartment or place to rent, they're looking. So
Yeah.
kind of
Or
in
fine.
the northwest area.
Northwest.
So my
Yeah.
mother is more cool with the city living, and my dad prefers more country living.
So see, so it's kind of like us still too.
Yeah.
Exactly. The woman's the cool, smart one, and the man.
So right now they're kind of quarantining, and then next week we're gonna start looking for places.
Yeah, but if anybody has like rentals that they own or know somebody who rents something, recommendations and referrals are always the best first start.
Yeah,
if you had said something just a couple days ago, we had a bus, but it looks like our bus is going to be back in rotation soon. So
Oh, that's great.
Good news.
Yeah.
I know. Matt has a shed in his backyard.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
put you there.
So there's
though. We can't let your parents live there, but you can.
So,
is there any way we can get your parents to jump in on some brewing or something? If they're going to live in a shed, can they like a brew?
actually, I'm kegging probably Sunday or Monday,
Actually,
and
Philip.
and I've already recruited them to help me out.
Yeah. And it's funny, Philip, the senior place you're talking about in Kingwood, they looked at that. So if you recommend or know it to be a good place, that's very helpful.
My
Very cool.
second year fire.
We have one next, just 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
Part of that
That is.
ownership.
Let me ask you a question, Josh. Has there been a beer from?
Yeah, exactly, Philip. Perfect. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're looking for.
Has there been a beer from
Thank you.
Austin Beer Works you haven't liked?
No.
Yeah, I can't think of one either.
I don't know that I've tried them all, but everything I've tried has been really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a challenge then. Like you have to go try them all.
Sure.
I mean,
Julie and I went to the brewery last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we did attempt to try them all.
Oh, cool. Philip's aunt lives there
In where?
in the senior place that's in Kingwood.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's the exact same place your parents are talking about. 'cause
Why are
he's
we
saying
trying to
it's
put your
apartment.
parents in
And
a
not-
senior
No,
center?
not an old folks' home. It's just a senior. So it's
Like
everything's
the villages
because
in Florida?
Josh,
yes.
Josh,
Yes,
remember
exactly.
remember that time you joked about me being old? That one time when you joked
Yeah, you're
about
so
one
old.
time-
You're actually
Maybe
older
not.
than your parents. It's amazing.
Yeah. So as old as you like to think I am, remember, they're older.
They're younger at heart than you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, most people are.
Yeah. That's cool. Now we know
They're
somebody who lives
spry.
there.
Your parents are very spry and up and at it.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yep.
For sure.
They just moved back from Spain
Oh.
for years, so that's pretty cool.
Oh.
You know, you got to be pretty with it to handle all that. You know, taking trains and. Oh wow! I just popped that beer, and you can smell the hops.
What is
Oh, so
That one.
Matt's. So we went to. Oh yeah, this is yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
super
plug-
hoppy.
Plug real quick about keep that up. A plug real quick about this beer.
Mhm.
If you like hoppy beers,
Oof.
super hoppy,
Yeah,
that Flavor Country, it's got a lot of hops in it.
good stuff?
Yeah.
and and I should have had the ranch water. I forgot about the ranch water. I got to get the can and look at it, Matt. I picked it up at HEB, but I can't remember where it's
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, when we were
But I
at
have to get that.
we were at Matt's on last Friday, Julie brought a 6-pack of ranch water.
I saw
It's
it at
called
HEB.
the
I
name
just
of it is
grabbed
called ranch water. And we're not sure if it's like technically in quotations here craft.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good, and it didn't look like it was part of like any big brewing, and its location was listed as Far West Texas.
So it's seltzer.
Yeah, it's seltzer water.
Mm.
But apparently, I didn't have any, but apparently, and Matt and Julie think it's the bomb.
It's by Shotgun Seltzer.
Ranch water?
That's what it says. Shotgun Seltzer is the company.
Oh.
It's like they want you to shotgun it.
Yeah, Matt said Matt's currently staring at an empty can of it. That is sad.
I'm looking at their website.
No, when you drink your last can of beer, like
Oh, it is, right?
like I'll be staring at this for a while. It used to be a sadder occasion when I'd have to stare at. Hold on, Julie's gone.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
What?
When I'd have to stare at this empty can of Austin Beer Works Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know that I can go about a mile away and pick up another 6-pack.
I'll say this about shotgun seltzers.
Uh-huh.
They have very aggressively sized tap handles, it appears.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just a 2x4, which is probably twice the width, at least, of most tap handles. It's like it's like some dude coming in and shouldering everybody out. Anyway, saying.
Matt's saying you're wrong, Josh.
I'm wrong about what?
I think he's talking about where the ranch water comes from.
Shotgun
Yeah, we
hard
tried to
right
Google
there.
it, but
How am I wrong?
couldn't find that much
That's the
information
website.
out.
Shotgun seltzers. That's a can of ranch water. Is that what y'all are talking about? Or is it?
No,
is there-
I don't think that's it.
This is not it. Hold on. Ranch water with the yellow label. That's not it.
No,
Hold on, I'm looking.
it's
Is there a
Can you put my
trademark
camera on?
dispute about to happen?
where's your?
Oh,
That's ranch water right there. Is that it?
hold on, Julie. Your camera.
Oh, my camera.
No,
There you
that's
go.
not it.
This one.
Uh-oh. Then we
Ranch
got
water.
listen, this is shotgun seltzer. This is ranch water.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is hard seltzer.
No,
It is. I think we got a trademark dispute coming up.
it's right there. If you look right in the middle here.
Yeah, Lone River Ranch Water. That's it, Brendan.
Yeah, Lone River
Hey, Misty Legene.
ranch
All
water.
right, well, let's find out where Shotgun Spike Seltzers is, because they're in Texas as well.
This is Far West Texas, which isn't actually a real location.
And that's what I'm thinking too, Brendan. I think a little bit of tequila in this would just make
So
things
it's
perfect.
light. It's like right at
Oh, it's really nice.
It's like right at 5% or a little
Yeah,
under.
4%.
Oh, it's 4.
This
It's 4%. So
Yeah.
it's very
Roots in
refreshing.
Far West Texas. Yeah, and if you Google them, there's not a. It just says Lone River cuts to the high desert of Far West Texas.
Shotgun
And-
Spike Seltzer. They're in
I
Austin.
don't know.
No, they're not. It looks like they're. I don't know what this is.
I
This
know.
looks like it's maybe contract brewed by somebody else.
That's the thing.
Yeah, we couldn't find much information on it. Trust me, we were eating ribs and drinking beers and hard seltzers and
They're on
getting on our
Instagram.
phones and looking.
Yeah, we were checking.
we were trying to find information on this ranch water, and we couldn't.
Nope.
We couldn't
So-
find much, but
Yeah.
it looks like
Oh.
it's at least independently owned.
All they're showing
Yeah,
here, they're
Tammy,
not
it's a
showing their
seltzer.
actual physical location.
Yeah, we couldn't even find an address for them. So
This is more of where you can find it, which makes sense. Are you going to go to a place? Hey, let's go down to the Seltzer Brewery or whatever. The Seltzer.
no, but people want to know that we're drinking Texas,
Yeah.
and B, we're drinking independent. That's kind of a big thing.
Oh.
I mean, if that weren't a thing, we probably wouldn't have a show right now, or at least not a
Oh.
beer related
Well,
show.
maybe we do a Zoom meeting with the makers of ranch water, because
Mhm.
apparently we can get a lot of them. There's a lot of
Mhm.
makers of ranch water.
I think
It's good.
So,
it's really good. I like it.
I think ranch water is
Mhm.
kind of a generic term and can mean just about anything.
Yeah, I think it.
And
Yeah.
a trademark.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that is a generic term because that's like Brendan makes his, and they call it ranch water. I think
Yeah,
it's just the type that it is. But
Yeah.
oh man, with some tequila. it would
Hey,
be-
tomorrow's the 15th, right?
Yes, it is.
Straight off the Instagram's Huff Brewing shirt I'm wearing. They've got
Uh-huh.
chicken and waffles from Real Deal Catering out there tomorrow,
Ooh,
Chicken and waffles.
starting at 5:30.
that sounds
Oh.
delish.
So, curious question.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think the breweries will start opening again?
I think some are.
Because I think right now they can only open if they. Actually, they can't. I think they're still technically to-go orders only.
Yeah. Well, I will say it's if you're going to let restaurants open,
Yeah.
as long as everybody's following the guidelines, I don't see what the difference is.
I mean,
Mhm.
restaurants are currently at open at 25% capacity, and I think did that jump up this week?
No, I don't.
It's
know
supposed
if
to
it did or
jump up
not.
soon
I'll
to
check it out.
50% capacity.
The only thing I could see is that because there's not really a capacity for a brewery, You can because you can stand a lot of people just standing around drinking a beer, right?
Right.
So, but I think as long as I don't know. I mean, you'd have to have somebody at the door making sure that you didn't have too many people on premise, right? If you had it squared off 6 feet
Yeah.
for groups.
Well, it's real easy to do in restaurants because I don't know if you guys have been out, but they take every other table and block it off. So it's like they put the reserve sign on it, or they remove chairs from it, or something like that. So it's real easy, or it's easier to do in a restaurant to kind of maintain capacity levels because of that. Whereas a bar is just people milling.
And I foresee this once the breweries start open, even if it's at a reduced capacity. They're going to have a lot of people there, and they're going to have to start telling people,
yeah, nobody wants to do that.
Sorry, guys, there's too many.
Leave.
There's too many of you here. I mean, and that's going to be hard to enforce there.
Where?
But,
No,
just in general. But I'm ready to go.
I mean, it's no different than if they just don't have tables available. It's people wait. You know, what's the wait for a table?
Exactly. And people are doing that. I think some people are willing to do that for, as long as it's like a 20, 30-minute wait, I think people will be willing to do it.
But
I would say any place where you can drink outside is going to be safer and more, right? Because we, as far as we know, right? Who knows?
I mean, I am so ready to be able to go to a brewery, park myself down, sit down, drink a beer, talk to all my adoring fans.
Just walk up. See, that's the problem. You can't. So it'll be forever before you and Jules can go out because people can't help themselves just to walk up and be like, "I know you from the show."
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
4 or 5 beers.
I know
like,
you
oh
from
my
the
gosh,
show.
it's Jules at Kenny. You should put a ring on it. And then it's just all day long.
He's gonna hear it all.
No, and I'm gonna be like, no, it's gonna be more like this. I know you from the show, and I'm like, oh, cool, thanks, man. And they're like, wait, no, not you. I'm talking about Julie.
Yep.
I think look, there's a lot. Any place you could sit outside, would be is better, and just I don't know, whatever. They should open up like Memorial Park or Herman Memorial, or whatever. Was it Memorial Park, the one with the Sam Houston's statue?
Yeah.
Is that
so? Sorry. Updates. Oh, I'm reading right now. Sorry, I should wait and read the whole article, but I got excited. Texas bars want to reopen this Friday, May 15th. So I think, but Abbott, of course, is being Abbott, but I think maybe could be opening up tomorrow. Bars anyways, and I would think if bars can do it, then breweries would be part of that. So if anybody knows anything, please let us know. I haven't paid attention in a while because I needed to just stop the madness. But yeah, if anybody knows out there, please let us know.
And according to Mario, Klaus Brewing is sit in if you order a flight rather than a pint.
Oh, interesting.
Well, yeah, you got to sample. Those are samples.
So I guess technically you're sampling.
You can sit outside at Klaus, though. They've got a seating area outside, and so,
I mean, I guess that's a way to get around the rule. You're sampling the beer because you're not sure what you want yet.
That's true.
So you're not technically like they're, I guess, drinking. You're sampling.
Yeah.
But we've been to Klaus once, and I got there. I don't really do flights that often because I don't want to be the guy that like holds up the line. When there's a line behind me, I don't want to be like, I want to
Mario. That's my Mario.
So I knew it was Mario. Yep. I said it was Mario Ortiz.
That's the one.
Hey, Mario.
That's my biggest fan.
So
thanks, Mario.
So the flight at Klaus was fantastic. And that's one of those breweries where like I'll do a flight there because like all their beer's good.
Yeah, Klaus. I love Klaus.
Oh yeah, I need to. And Mario was telling me he was out there.
And Philip's saying we should take your bus around, and that he knows somebody with a CDL. You
don't need a CDL for a bus. That's if you want to listen. Here's an insider information. Ready?
All right.
If you want to buy a school bus and turn it into something else, like so many people do, first, old school buses are cheap. 2, if you buy the one with the diesel engine, those things will run for 500,000 miles. So even when they're being used by a school or whatever, they're still going to have a good 250,000 miles left on them or more.
Yeah.
3, it's done by weight. So if you take the seats out and then they weigh it, you don't need a CDL. You just need a normal license. You just need to practice driving it and backing it up because you don't want to get somewhere where you have to back it up and you can't. So just figure out how to do that. But you don't need a CDL, and they're not that expensive. You can get a bus for $5,000, full size bus.
And that's what we need. We need one of those.
Yeah.
No.
Put all your friends in it. Like ours doesn't have any seats, but the whole thing's padded, so it's more fun. You bounce around.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun.
Right. As long as you're on the top of your head.
Misty was saying that she's like, as long as there's dishwasher sanitizing and their drinks and social distancing, breweries should be open as too. And it's interesting, the few places I've been, like just kind of breweries like Moon Tower and I forget where else, they are doing plastic cups. So they're not, it's kind of the old school right now. So they don't do tasters. So it's just straight up, you get one shot in a plastic cup and they throw the plastic cup away.
Because
by
plastic cups, they can safely say that it's to go.
And
those
there's
plastic
that too.
cups
That's
probably
right.
also had lids on it. The Moon Tower plastic cups have a lid?
Mm-mm.
No, it didn't have a lid?
Mm-mm. No, we were allowed to, it was May 1st. So we were allowed to, and they serve food. So they were fully open. But that's how they did it. They served it in plastic cups. And I got water, and I asked if I could have some more water, and he had to give me a new plastic cup. He couldn't even take my plastic cup and fill it up and give it back to me.
Moon Tower
and he was wearing gloves.
Moon Tower may fall under the. They're not in the 50%. They may do more than half their sales from food. I don't know that for sure.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that for sure.
But I don't think people are too worried about that. Actually, I know for fact some business owners are not too worried about that, and nor would I be. I had a very good conversation with a business owner just over last weekend, and I was in agreement with this business owner. Exactly, it's worth taking the chance and the slap on the wrist, you know. So, yeah, but I mean, and doing it safe and smart, which this business owner did. So it's like you got to take a chance, you know. And now it's perfectly fine. So yeah, and you might be right, Tammy. I think it is 50% as of
18th?
The 18th? Oh. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, that stuff's in flux anyway, right?
Yeah.
So, and you know what? Obviously, don't take all your advice from a bunch of people on the internet drinking beer in the middle of the day on a Thursday. But, do your research and figure out, you know? Like so if you're really old like Kennedy, you don't want to be around a bunch of sick
Yes, a lot of times we are talking out of our ass.
Yeah, don't listen. And you know, first of all, rule of thumb, never believe anything you hear on the internet.
So we may or may not be telling you the truth. We don't always check our facts, which could be problematic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
we check our facts like you check your spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough, you know what we mean, but it's not exactly accurate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we may be in the ballpark, but we might be adding an extra I to the word sharing.
That's funny. Oh. Well, so Brendan brought up a point that is he doesn't think that the Lone River Ranch is independent. It probably is owned by a big company, which I'm sure we all kind of got onto that too. But I think that leaves it wide open that somebody needs to make it an independent one. So some independent.
There's people with seltzer. Backfish makes some badass seltzers.
Oh, do they? I had one.
I mean,
Backfish
makes good seltzers. Copperhead, although I don't think I've had theirs yet. But Copperhead's making seltzers. The Crave.
But maybe one that you can buy in the stores, or not just at a brewery, but one that can be more mass produced.
Now you can actually go to the store and get the Copperhead.
Yeah, I know
Crave.
you can. Oh, like you can get it at HEB?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what.
Really?
I don't know who has it, but it's canned, and so with like nice packaging.
If
and
anybody
stuff.
knows that, let me.
So I don't know where you
help
can.
a sister out. Copperhead.
Where you can go pick up Crave from Copperhead.
Yeah.
Crave. Okay.
We're diligently looking into this now.
I don't. If they're not saying where exactly they're located, then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Hey, Kennedy. Completely new category or new topic. If you're ready for this, I need your advice, or not advice, but I need some info from you.
Yeah, you've never asked me for advice once.
I wouldn't start now.
Yeah. What's up?
Not advice, but just I know that you nerd out in this particular realm. So Keenan from 11 Below, apparently he's really into Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm doing an episode of Interbrews with him this afternoon or this evening.
Yeah.
And I want to dig into some of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff because I was like, we could do it Wednesday evening. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, I got a campaign. And so,
yes, I like this guy already.
You've not Keenan Zarling from head brewer at Limbo.
Yeah, I know Keenan.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So you like him already before you like him.
I didn't know he was a D&D fan, so yeah, now I really like him.
Hey, really?
Okay, and so where do we start?
Well, ask him what his favorite class is.
Favorite class?
Yeah.
Okay. Class of like beans or something?
No. So when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you have to choose a class and a race.
Okay.
So ask him like, and by race you could be human, you could be orc, you could be.
So I feel like if I know Lord of the Rings, I've got a pretty good reference.
Yes.
Point, right?
Yeah. Exactly. If you're good with Lord of the Rings, you've got an excellent reference there. And then,
so like a class would be like wizard versus.
No. Yeah, a class would be like wizard, necromancer, paladin, things like that.
Hey,
power, like level of power.
Hey, Leslie Pint.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the best name ever,
Mm-hmm.
Leslie Pint Shaw. Sorry, I had to say hi. And Philip's in agreement with you. Favorite alignment, favorite race?
Oh yeah, alignment. That's another one.
So like good or bad or clan or something like or whatever they're with.
Yeah, there's like chaotic good, there's chaotic evil, and there's but I forget them all. Like I've only played one campaign and we didn't finish it. That's been the extent of my.
Was that because producer Perry was causing?
No,
chaos?
it was. I don't know. We weren't. Put it this way.
Too drunk?
There's a lot of alcohol involved in our campaign, and we never. Yeah. Every time we played, we didn't get very far.
Yeah.
And then
we usually started at what, 1:00 in the morning?
Yeah, we didn't even start until midnight because that's the time we all got off work.
Not good. That's not good.
And so we played till like 3 a.m. or even later sometime, and like half of us would have. Luckily, it was where I lived at the time, but half of us would have to take an Uber home.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like one. I know the people you played with, and yeah, their approach to having a couple of drinks was not having beers. It was like going hard in the paint, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I stuck to beer, and I think like our dungeon master, our DM, he stuck to beer, but everyone else was just.
Oh yeah, Philip says they need to start a new group with you, Kennedy, and he thinks Preston would be down too.
Oh yeah,
that would be fun.
I'd want to start. Oh,
here's what I'm thinking.
A rogue. A rogue is a class in D&D. You could be a rogue.
Here's what I'm thinking. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
One, I'm looking at this. Battle Hops has a new beer out, Danger Zebra.
Yeah.
So anyway, Danger. That's their new beer. So if you're out, I think we could go to Battle Hops and do a live stream on our like an actual gaming. Like I would even be willing to nerd out on this level. We just watched. So I watched Stranger Things with my daughters. We got through all 3 seasons in about 5 minutes. They loved it. Let me tell you, they loved it.
Yeah,
we talked about this last time. Anyway, and then they play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons on this show.
I mean, a D&D campaign, we're talking like weeks to do one. We're not going to be able to do a whole campaign in like.
You can't do micro campaigns?
No, I mean, Philip might be able to help me out with this. But there's like all this there's a bunch of leveling up as part of it, and then when you level up, you get new skills. If your character does a lot of magic, then they learn new spells, and it's just it's kind of involved. But I mean, I guess technically, I don't know, Philip.
So
and you Preston saying,
like
campaign at the grain cellar.
You can't do like a 6-hour micro campaign.
I don't know.
And
I mean,
it's
I suppose you could, like, you might, because when you start your character off, they're at like level 1, and they can't really take on like the big character. No, you asked me to nerd out, so here I go. You start at level 1, you can't really take on like the big guys until you like advance up a lot and level as you go. So maybe there's a way to do like a campaign. You start off at like, level 10, level 15 or something like that.
Is there a way to correlate your levels with your IBUs or something like that?
Maybe. But like just setting up your character can like take hours. And this is like a virtual character. I mean, I suppose we could work something out. Oh, oh, yeah. Philip's saying like some of these campaigns can take months to do.
Okay, I'm not looking to go full on months.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that would be fun if you had no other life going on.
Yeah.
But even under quarantine, have more things to do to be able to do a 6-month campaign. I'm saying, can you scale it down?
I mean, when I did my campaign, we were after it for at least 3 months. And
okay, is there a version of it? Does that not even exist? Should I abandon this?
No, I think
Philip said he did one in 5 hours.
I mean,
Pre-gen tune.
I mean, we could probably work something out. If you're really interested, I'm sure we could do something.
Yeah, I'm looking at like a 6-hour.
Yeah, and you play it like once a month. You get together once a month.
So you want to complete the whole thing in about 6 hours, or how would you feel about doing like a monthly thing, like pick it up where we left off?
If I thought that look, I'm all for the nerdery and the attention to detail. Like if that's one of those things, like we'll be playing when we're 60, 70. We're still playing this thing because it's like a chess game. You wait for somebody to write you a letter from the old country and whatever, and you make one move, all that kind of stuff. Like leave the board up forever. That I'm fine with that if that's what it is. Just like with a certain like a beer, or a mead or something, it's like, oh, we're gonna let this one age for 20 years or something like that, right? I'm all for that if that's a thing, but I would love to get a little more finality in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
Instead of jumping right into 20-year meads for my first batch of mead.
Well, luckily with D&D, it's not like there's a board that you have to leave sitting out on the table when you're not playing.
So could you do it like this, like with Zoom or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. You could do it with Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And could you add lightning? I want lightning effects.
Lightning. You want it in a bottle?
You want to do lightning effects?
Yeah. Do you have any of those?
So
right?
are you going to choose the wizard class?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It sounds promising. What else? What other classes are there? Is there like battle? Is there anything with battle axes? I really feel like I could support battle axes.
Battle axes.
Like I kind of have a look for battle axes, like a blinged out battle axe with a really hefty grip. I feel like I could sport one of those.
Tammy says you're a instant gratification kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not. But I'm also not a 6-month. No, I'm not instant gratification.
All
right.
I'm a reasonable gratification.
So the 12 basic, and there's like all these subclasses, and then there's these newer classes and stuff that they made up. But the 12 basic classes in D&D are barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
There you go.
Okay.
Be a warlock.
When I played last time, I was a bard.
What is a bard?
A bard is someone who excels in like music, singing, some kind of performance, and they use influence from that to be able to do stuff. So their magic doesn't come from like their magic comes. They're not so much magic as much as like being able to influence people to do stuff.
They're the guy that can play a few songs at the party,
Uh-huh.
and that's how they get a chick. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, let's play Brown Eyed Girl.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Did you
And-
watch what's the show? The Netflix show with The Witcher. Did you watch The Witcher?
No, with Superman? No, I did not.
Superman.
Oh, was he Superman?
Yeah. What's his name? The guy that played Superman.
Yeah,
Superman.
one of the
That's-
ones.
I
that's
don't
The
think that
Witcher.
guy played Superman.
Why don't you Google that real quick? And then
On
talk-
it.
I was
I
right.
So if you watch The Witcher, which if you haven't watched The Witcher on Netflix, you owe it to yourself because that is an excellent show.
Okay, I'm looking-
Especially if you're
It is a
thinking,
good show. It took me a while, but I was like, you know what, this actually.
especially if you're thinking about delving into the world of D&D, you should watch Witcher.
It's pretty cool.
His partner on there was a bard, so like they typically go around with like they could think about like the old time. They're cruising around with their mandolin.
Is it Man of Steel, Josh? You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Man of Steel, that's the latest Superman. He's in Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman and Justice League. That's what's his name, Cavill, or what is
I'm
it?
getting there. Huh?
Deal or whatever his name.
I
He's
don't
in
know why am I?
In The Witcher.
Philip is
So proud.
suggesting you be a dwarf barbarian.
Kevin Costner. Well,
Yeah, he's Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you
Wow.
not seen Man of Steel? It's
Yeah, I think I did, and I was nah.
it's okay.
So,
It's extremely okay.
but it's not saying who Superman is. Oh,
it-
Henry Cavill.
And, yeah, and that's The Witcher.
The guy in The
Look on his
Witcher,
IMDb. That's what
The guy
just
in The
said.
Witcher-
Doing, yeah.
he's got like 2 lines that he says throughout the whole series.
I'm at the bar, but
Ah,
verify IMDb. He's The Witcher, right?
checking it out now.
He's,
Un momento, por favor.
he's saying he either goes
Yeah.
or he drops the F.
Yep. Boom. There he is.
Oh, that is him.
Henry Cavill.
you.
More than just Superman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
That is one beefy, dreamy guy.
Yeah,
me
actually,
tell you.
really kind
Oh,
of. is.
yeah.
Even
Man of
with
Steel.
that weird
Yeah.
long hair.
Yeah.
Like, long
I'm
hair.
impressed with his
Second to
pectoral
you.
development.
Yeah.
I
So
know, you could do your hair and then look just like him.
well, I mean, we've got the same body types. It's not that much of a stretch.
Yeah, it's really not.
Yeah.
You could turn it into that.
I mean, I don't drink all this beer for nothing.
You got a
No,
solo
but-
in the room or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Dr. Phil always shows up, Phil. Always.
Yeah.
He always makes a special cameo appearance.
is it funny that Phil is calling you Dr. Phil?
I know. And yeah, I heard
What?
it's a pretty good video game. Danielle plays that. Where is Danielle? Yes, I
Listen,
haven't seen her pop up.
Dr. Phil only shows up when people have problems that they need to work through. When they need some tough love.
You need to be a man.
Listen, no, that's not it.
Yeah, you guys are about to see me go into my happy place right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're going to do that on TV? I mean, live on show?
I think
have-
you can. That shotgun group, people barely wear pants. I saw half a sack.
You're about to see me go into my happy place with my peacemaker.
So that's his all-time kind of forever beer. What's your forever beer, Josh? If you could only
Yeah, let's
have
go.
one beer.
Everybody who's watching right now,
Yeah.
I want you to post if you could have only one beer for the rest of your life, just
What would
one
it be?
beer, what would it be? Mine is going to be this one right here.
I don't know that I could listen.
I know that's hard, right?
I know, but
You
You have no
Just
idea.
you,
I
you
would,
know,
my-
we're always used to playing the what if game
Mhm.
or the would you game. Sorry, the would you game, and you have like 2 horrible choices. This is not going to be a horrible choice, but if you're faced with the prospect of either going up into space or being stranded on a desert island with unlimited supply of just one beer,
Yeah.
What would it be?
what would it be?
And that's Kennedy's.
All right. Well, Jose said cowbell. More cowbell from.
Oh, wow.
That's-
Okay.
And
that's a good one.
heavy on the Buffalo Bayou today. Foamy had 13. Now drinking a Thin Mint Stout.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Hey, Jose,
Hey,
are you
Jose.
watching YouTube? I hope you're watching on YouTube. I'm thinking of. Never mind. Might want to come watching on YouTube.
So one beer, Josh. What would it be?
I don't. That's so tough.
I know it's tough. I know there's so many good beers out there, and I think one of the reasons why this is my one beer is because we don't get it here in Houston, so I don't drink it that
yeah.
often. And when I do, it's just fantastic. But if I had this all the time, this may not be my favorite beer anymore.
That's true. But we don't want to think about that. We don't want to think about that.
And I don't listen. These kind of questions really stress me out because
Well,
it's like gut wrenching.
this is the way our show goes. We ask the tough questions.
Let me think about it.
All right, take your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Philip's saying he's not versed enough to say what one beer, which kind of surprises me. But yeah, I think. But he says, but if he had to pick, he would probably say Left Hand's Milk Stout.
Yeah.
I think mine would be. I think that stout would. I don't know if I could do a stout every day. I think I would go with 11 Below's Double Me Luck, but it's a seasonal only.
I
but
mean,
I think that would probably be my favorite.
Luckily, this situation is purely fictitious.
Yeah, luckily
It's fictional. Like, we're never going to be
As
stuck
of
with
now.
one beer for the rest of your life.
Okay, let's say, or we could change it in context. Let's say a pandemic comes to the country where nobody can leave their
That'll
house.
never happen.
Imagine
That'll
if you
never
will. I know it's a stretch. But instead of toilet paper that goes away is beer. And there's only one beer.
Yes.
You got a stockpile?
Yes.
Then you
What
want
beer
something
would it
that's
be,
going to
stockpile?
okay. So this scenario I can do.
Okay, let's do
So
that.
I put my mind because if you're going to stockpile, you want something that's going to last for a long time.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Right? You need something high ABV.
Yeah.
You need something that's going to, I mean, even if it gets a little past its prime, it's going to still be good.
Mm-hmm.
And you need high alcohol. So one, you're going to need high alcohol. So that takes out basically anything under 9.5 to 10. Anything under like 9.5%. You can't do because everything else is going to go bad. So you can't do pilsners, and you can't do Hellas, and you can't do blonde ales, and most IPAs.
About Kolsch.
No Kolsch's, no Kolsch, no Gozas, no amber ales unless it's like a 10% amber ale, which I can only. Who did a 10%? I think like No Label. I think Brian was saying their first amber ale was that high.
Somebody just put out another red too, a red IPA that Danielle was telling me about. I need to check out.
So you definitely couldn't do like
A lot of
IPAs. I mean, unless it's something like the 90-minute IPA.
Yeah. Cowbell comes in at 9.5. But the thing with Cowbell would the hops would drop out over time. I don't know what an aged Cowbell. We'll have to. You know what? That's the problem. I don't get Cowbell and then let it sit around for long enough to age. That's the problem.
No,
So-
because
Again, instant gratification guy.
no, because you got Cowbell sitting in your refrigerator, and you're sitting around at your house, and you're thinking,
I got cowbell.
gotta have more cowbell.
Gotta have more
That's the problem.
cowbell.
Yeah, it tells you what to do. You got to have more Cowbell. Let me think about this. All right,
You're gonna say, I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell.
exactly. All right, Jose's saying we'll age it for a year.
Mhm.
All right, I'll do that. I'll get some and put it away for a year.
Just put it in the back of the refrigerator or something where you
I'll
forget about it.
I'll put it down in the keezer.
Yeah, I put it in
Yeah.
the keezer because some of that beer's been in there for a while.
Well, that's Pumpkinator, right? So that's
Mhm.
and that's
There's a
by
lot of-
design. Before it was in the keezer, it was in the other fridge. So that's not that I didn't just stick it in there and forget about it. That was by design. I wanted to do a 10-year flight of Pumpkinator, which I guess we're past 10 years if you count DR. But Pumpkinator was what 2000? Was it 12? Was the first year or 11?
I don't know.
It's 11.
I know Vicky has a 2012 in her refrigerator.
Yeah, Vicky's not watching us today, I don't think.
Oh.
Too many.
And Danielle's not watching us.
Who needs them?
Gotta go there. All right, so it has to be big. It have to be something. Ooh, you know what? I will say that the Grand Cru, the St. Arnold 25, was it the 20 of the Grand Cru?
Oh,
That
Yeah.
one with the blend of the different style, the old ale and the barley wine and all that. That was pretty fantastic.
We actually-
What
We-
did you guess the first year of Pumpkinator was? What are you saying? What were you guessing?
DR9 is
2012.
the first one.
Nine.
The first like official Pumpkinator though.
I think
Like
it's
the
11.
not the DRs.
I
But
googled it, Pumpkinator, St. Arnold. It says Pumpkinator originally released in 2009 as a DR. That's
Yeah.
right, number 9. Okay, gotcha.
It's on the label. It's in there. But I think the first year that Pumpkinator came out as a bomber as Pumpkinator, not as
Oh.
DR9. I think that was 11.
2011. Yep.
Boom! Who's the guy that knows trivial stuff that doesn't ever need to? That's me.
So that's
my
interesting.
specialty.
So I didn't know Divine Reserve actually was a Pumpkinator was a Divine Reserve at one time. So that's like a
There's been a few DRs that have been morphed into other beers,
interesting.
which is awesome. Yeah, it was $6 a pop for each beer.
Yeah, we actually had one of those 25th anniversary grand cruise at Matt's house on Friday when we had.
Right. Yep.
Isn't it freaking awesome?
Yeah, it was much better there than
No,
when
he's a great host and like dug into his beer cellar and like got us some rares.
Yeah, it was good.
I drank my last one a couple weeks ago, and it was.
I had ridiculous AF.
It was.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we had the.
That was good too.
The
Russian Imperial peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
The big brother of.
That beer is so thick.
Yeah,
Well,
it's good.
Almost like a milkshake, and it's like about 12%.
Yeah, that might.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I could do. See that the problem with one beer forever is that you need it to be versatile, right?
Right.
But if you're going to have to stockpile, that's a different thing because that's survival. So you could go ridiculous AF, or you could go Grand Cru, or if money's no object, or you could go. Let me think. What else? Work, whatever that is.
I know. Work.
Let's see.
That's a thing?
Work. Aw. Boo.
Let's see what I'm.
Boo.
Maybe something like Belgian type. I don't. It'd probably be a stout or a.
Interesting. A lot seems to be the thing. Everybody picking stout.
Yeah, because they're more calories, more calorie dense. So survival. Right? That's what we're talking about, and it goes with lots of good food. You could have it with a steak. You could have it with roast meat of any type, anything with fiery, smoky. It could be a post meal, contemplation beer, or we're all gonna die when this meteor laced with coronavirus, cancer AIDS is gonna.
Right.
Being ridden by a rabid bear shark is gonna.
A man bear pig
What's
delivers.
up with this hornets I keep hearing about? Murdering hornets.
The murder hornets?
Murder hornets.
Yeah.
What is
Did you
this?
see? You should watch the video of the whatchamacallit. What's that one with the big pincers?
Holy crap.
What is that one? The one that was the bad guy for Space Ghost.
The manus?
Yeah, the praying mantis. They showed a praying mantis versus a murder hornet. And that praying mantis jacked it and just ate its face, like literally ate its face off, and just it was awesome. It was like he was just like, oh, you're a murder hornet. That's cute. And then he just grabbed it and just ate its head.
So I was able today to thoroughly gross out my entire family
No.
and Julie.
I am your family. Right? Oh, I guess I'm not officially, no.
YouTube. Get on YouTube and search for Botfly. Botfly.
Not right now. After the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously
don't do
after
it
the
now.
stream.
Don't do it now.
You want to do a search for that because it is gross.
It's super gross. And yeah, sorry you had to start working again this week, Philip, but you know what? Congratulations, you get to start working again this week because I like that. I want things to just go on. So I can't wait to get back to work, which I can't believe I'm saying, but yeah, so. Oh yeah, Philip's saying those are gross. Oh yeah, it was nasty.
Botfly. So you know what?
I can't stand when I have like a splinter.
I am not gonna describe any of this. It's something
Were
you
they
have to
bored
do
their
for
skin
yourself.
or something?
Oh. Yeah. Imagine a splinter, but instead of a splinter, it's a maggot.
Oh.
No, don't spoil it.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. There's like the most popular one is this girl who's got 7 of them.
Ew.
Oh man, Philip said he had a cat. Had one by its eye. Oh, and then they had to have it removed. Did you have to remove the eye too?
You could just remove the whole cat and be better off.
No.
Yeah. So
yeah, good, Tammy. You've been back for 2 full weeks, and good job. I like that. And I know you're not complaining, Philip. I know that. It was me, yeah, definitely me saying, "Oh, sorry you had to go to work, but good job, you had to go to work." So,
Speaking of things
Yeah.
coming back, did anybody else watch the UFC last night? Just me? Crickets? Great fights. I'm just saying.
No, I didn't.
oh, good, and he just had to get rid of the fly, not the cat.
Oh.
Phew.
Because you can do a whole cat replacement for almost nothing.
I wonder how your cat got a bot fly, because those are made in like South America.
Well, maybe it was
Probably
a different
pooping in
type.
a box and being snarky.
Yeah.
That tends to bring on the bot flies.
Or if you bought anything from Amazon and then the box came from China or wherever you're saying, and then it came and it was in there, and then I've seen The Simpsons. I know how this works.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway, UFC fight's great last night. Glover Teixeira won last night.
So what is this you're talking about?
Yep.
A fight?
He's talking
Yeah,
about
UFC
UFC.
fights, they're fighting in an empty arena.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, so it's real. It's interesting. I mean, if you've watched The Ultimate Fighter, it's similar to that, but it's a huge arena and a full on thing. And but anyway, they're actually it's
So
like a real actual live sporting event.
That's cool.
So why are they doing these?
But are they doing? I gotta know. Wait. Are they doing like pre-recorded, heckling, or what? Do they
No.
do like a heckle
No.
soundtrack?
No, it's really interesting. You can hear all the punches and kicks land, which is like, it makes you realize what these guys are actually going through.
Oh,
Two,
no shit.
it also takes out the crowd reaction to where crowds are not always, especially later in like after a 3.5, 4 hour fight card, they're not exactly the most discerning group of individuals. So when they start, chanting, this is boring. Yeah, it's like when they're on the ground, it's like they're not watching for nuance of position and all that kind of stuff. They're just like, well, we want them to punch each other in the face, and so there's not that. And then also, at least the card 240, the UFC 240 that they just had, a couple of fighters said, yeah, they changed what they were doing because they heard the commentators. It was Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier in Anik doing commentary, and they heard what they were saying, and they actually changed what they were doing because they heard them. They were just like cage side doing their normal commentary, which you wouldn't hear because there'd be so much crowd noise. They're like, oh, he's saying we should do this because they're watching from a different angle than their corner even. They changed their strategy. It's really interesting. But I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, it was just really
That's
interesting.
cool though. No, yeah.
I'm
It's like you
curious.
see it on a different level, is what I think you were getting. Yeah.
I'm curious why they're still having these in big old arenas. Because there's no point of having these matches in big arenas, empty arenas.
They needed to do it one where they could. So they're in Florida, Jules. They're in Jacksonville.
Wait, Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Oh, because I know there's a big place in Orlando, like right, basically in the middle of the city, where they train and they did that TV show from.
No, yeah. Oh, the Ultimate Fighter. No, they needed.
Yeah.
They need.
dated a guy
It's
from
it's
whatever.
an arena. You dated an MMA fighter?
Well, one of the guys from the show, and I don't know how you can call it. I saw him a couple times, but yeah,
There's no ring on it. Can we get all into these details?
I
before
know.
it's long to talk about?
Yeah, he was on the TV show,
Well,
and he went to
what
the
season?
third. He was the third last one.
Thanks for bringing this up.
What season?
I think it was the first one.
Oh boy.
Really? What? Wait.
The Hammer. Tanner the Hammer.
Tanner the Hammer. Hold on.
Tanner the Hammer.
Tanner. If
The
it was
Hammer.
the first, I've watched. Okay, hold on. Tanner the Hammer.
Yeah, Tanner the Hammer.
I put Yanner. Hold on. Tanner.
Let's
Tanner.
see.
I don't.
Tanner the Hammer doesn't even. It's not even a good name.
Yeah,
Or
that's
weight
him.
class. If it was season 1, it would have been like
Tough
205.
Enough. I guess that's what it was. The movie Tough Enough, or the series
Oh,
Tough Enough.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter, TUF. Tough.
hmm
Tanner the Hammer.
Tanner the Hammer.
Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Guy's like way younger than you.
Yeah.
What was it? You.
I'm little, and people
Saracino-
think I'm
Saracino?
younger, and they like yeah.
Is his last name Saracino?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I just searched him too, and that's him. That's him.
Wait, you dated this guy? You didn't know his last name?
No, it
Like
wasn't
what-
that kind of. Well, never mind.
Come on.
It wasn't that long. He was only in town during the series, and then he didn't get to the end, and then
Oh,
left.
he fought at 185, so he's middleweight.
No.
Okay, hold on.
He's a tree climber.
Oh,
That's what he did, and then but he did MMA, and then
Mhm.
that's how he got picked to be on the show. And yep,
He's still fighting.
I know that's what I was reading.
He's in Yeah, for LFA. 7-4. Not a lot of fights.
Yep, you got it, Tammy.
You have to climb down from the tree to come get a fight.
Poor Kennedy.
I'm just saying. People have to make ends meet. All right, hold on. I'm going to dig into Tanner
How
here.
am I supposed to compete with an MMA fighter?
You
Well,
can't
it
get out.
wasn't that kind of dating. It was just somebody I
It
knew.
doesn't make it any better.
He was born in 90. Wow, he was born in 91.
Yeah.
He's a child.
I know. It was, yeah.
He's only 29. He's not even 30 yet. Is that even... Hold on.
Poor baby. What's wrong?
All right, we'll get into that later. That's an interesting thing. Kennedy, I've never seen you. Look, I was sorry. I just turned around to see you this uncomfortable. This is amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
It's, you know what? Just because he has abs of steel and a lot of athletic ability and looks great with his shirt off and, you know, could defend a girl.
And he's like just
any-
barely 30 now. Yeah.
He's not even 30. He's not even 30.
No.
And he's born in 91. And
He won.
you know,
I graduated before he was born.
could he how was his singing voice though? Could he sing?
No, see, he can't sing like you, babe.
I can't sing either.
Oh, well, there's not that. What class is he in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Let's find out.
He's got a great set of hair too.
Yeah, his hair. I know. See, I thought
No,
you'd
he's
be jealous
got
of that
cornrows.
hair.
In this picture, I'm saying he's got cornrows for one of his fights. You should probably go cornrows.
No cornrows.
Maybe do some more crunches or something. But I mean,
yeah,
he was
Philip,
fine
we
in
can get back to
25.
beer
What weight-
now. That was
what
an
weight class
interesting
would you be
segue.
at? What's your current weight?
Yes,
How tall are you?
6'3". I'm possibly taller than that guy. So
That's what I'm saying, Tammy. I bet he can't brew beer like you do, Kennedy.
Hey, turns out here he owns a brewery. Just kidding.
No, that's just like insult to injury.
if that dude owns a brewery, I'm out.
Turns out he's a master
I'm out.
cicerone. What? It's interesting.
Masters.
I'm out.
Graduated from the Stevel Institute. Weird.
Yeah, so Florida's interesting. Yeah, so there's a lot of things in Florida. Yes, for sure.
Ah, man, this is fantastic.
There's a big pool of MMA guys in Florida.
This is
which
probably my
really...
least favorite show.
What,
See,
the
Florida
Ultimate
doesn't
Fighter?
suck.
Florida does suck.
Anyway, it doesn't say what season he was on though. Here we go. I'll go to his. He has. It's just because he has a Wikipedia. Oh wait, that's Evan Tanner. That's a different one.
I know. Does he have a Wikipedia? I didn't even. Yeah.
No, I know. Evan Tanner no longer with us. Evan Tanner he was the former middleweight champion. Actually, passed because he was out. He was a survivalist and died in the desert.
Oh no! Wait. So not much of survivalist.
Well,
He needs to work on his survival.
Sorry.
he was until he wasn't.
It was until he wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
I think the key, your key trait for being a survivalist is that you have to survive.
Yeah, kind of like the one thing you have to do.
Can you call yourself a survivalist if you don't survive?
I have one job, literally, one job. Yeah. Nope.
That's like, hey, I'm a brewer, but I don't brew beer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I'm
You still-
knee deep in reading about Tanner here.
All right, let's move on. Hey,
Yeah, I can make a very funny comment there, but I'm not gonna.
here's an idea. Let's move on from Tanner the Hammer.
Yeah.
If you were to put a ring on it, we wouldn't.
Yeah, Kennedy, maybe you need to lock it down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
See, you're too worried you don't want to commit, and want to lock it down.
Might get grappled away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know how to pull guard? And if you did, would you even be able to keep him from passing? I don't think you would.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, Josh is man crushing. I know, right?
Not man crushing, but I do have a certain level of respect for anybody that's willing to get punched in the head. I've been punched in the head, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. I don't know that I would continue to do it.
Yeah, it's some tough shit. It would be pretty interesting though to watch it without all the background sound, like you were saying, and you can really hear what's going on.
Listen. What's his name? Who did Glover Teixeira fight last night? the guy that he just took on John Jones not that long ago. Hold on, I'll pull it. He got his teeth knocked out. He handed his teeth, pieces of his teeth, to the referee.
Shut up!
like-
No way.
Here, he was like, "Here, will you hold these? I got the rest of this fight." So it was.
I don't want to step on him.
Yeah.
So
was
if-
it Alex Smith? No, Anthony Smith. Sorry, Anthony.
That
Smith.
hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah, that poor guy. Too tough. Good. Him and Tony Ferguson the other night. Too tough. Some people are just too tough for their own good. You know, like people who can drink too much beer, they just keep drinking, they don't pass out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's a defense mechanism. Just saying, passing out. Anyway, go ahead, Kennedy.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm
Well,
saying, did you
We
ever?
got a question on the table here.
Oh, let's let's go to a non-MMA ex-boyfriend question.
I wouldn't say boyfriend, but so blonde ale.
I was
Hoppy
going to
or
say
no?
the Hammer nickname wasn't because of his fists either.
No. Blonde ale, hoppy or no, and what hops go? So Joseph Simpson wants to know. Is that Josh cracking up?
Joseph Simpson wants to know.
Mhm.
Blonde ale, hoppy or not, what hops?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that like your alter ego, Kennedy? Is that what you slip in? You got your other
No.
just to change the topic.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I do
Let's- so
appreciate
what-
I appreciate you very much right now, Joe.
Yeah. So are you asking if blonde ales are hoppy or if we like them hoppy?
If we like them hoppy,
Yeah.
is what I'm assuming now.
That
And
would
if
go
so,
with it.
what hops?
What hops? So if
I-
you're gonna make a blonde ale, would you make it hoppy or no?
I suspect he's contemplating brewing a hoppy blonde.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, if you want to brew one,
maybe
do
he's
it.
talking about
Go
me.
for it. Right.
Yeah.
She's going to call Tanner.
Shut up. I thought we were past this.
No, we'll never be past this. This will
I
be
know.
coming back at you forever.
Like I had never heard this story before ever,
Really?
and she brings it up live.
That's pretty awful, actually. But
I know, right? No, it's not awesome at all.
well, I mean, you're not over here from my angle. If yeah, okay. But anyway,
Yeah. So I'm right. He's coming up with a recipe.
okay. Well, one, if you wanted to do a hoppy one, go for it. But I think the main thing would be bitterness. You know, you got to check the bitterness because a blonde is not going to have enough balance. So you could get too bitter to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like too bitter, right? You want balance between the hops and malt. You want to dry hop the bejesus out of it and tons of hop aroma in a blonde ale. I'd be all for that. I love hop aroma in anything. So, I mean, it depends on what you mean by hoppy. What do you think, Kennedy?
Hops for blonde. I mean, at some point, wouldn't a hoppy blonde ale just turn into like a pale ale? I mean, what would be the difference at this point?
It'd be like a double pale ale.
Yeah. So I'm
Here-
assuming. Are you thinking about dry hopping? Like, is that where you're going to get the hoppiness from dry hopping?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be because a pale ale is going to have it's going to be a little darker than a blonde ale. It's going to have a little different malt, malt, bill. Then I don't know. I say dry hop it with something that smells really good.
Ooh, I like. Oh,
I
sorry,
don't know,
Jimmy's saying sort of floral, fruity. That would like.
I'm thinking.
That sounds good.
I was gonna say like go
Take a
with the sit.
Oh yeah, take a drink. He messed with his hair, right?
Oh, I've been messing with my hair all day.
Okay, yeah, under 30. Well, I mean, it just even the way we calculate IBUs. Like if you're going to add a bunch of hops, like if you're going to double dry hop it or something, that's going to up your IBUs because it's potential. That's kind of how they do it. But yeah, on the bitter side, you just want to make sure it's even if it's a little more bitter than a typical blonde ale.
I mean, I would assume like with the blonde ale, you wouldn't want the bitterness. So you wouldn't do like a bittering hop addition, and I would probably, and this is coming from someone who's still semi new in the brewing, but I'd do like floral, like a something floral or even maybe fruity. Yeah, fruity would probably be the way I would go, and then
citrus and fruity.
I would dry hop it. That might be a cool addition to like a blonde ale. So, what are your fruity ones? Like maybe a Cascade, or what else is a good fruity one?
Citra. I mean, always.
See, and that's interesting. So what he's saying here is, but when you've had a blonde ale in the past, did you enjoy it more when the hops were undetectable or when you could smell and taste them?
I mean,
and Tammy says she personally likes to taste them, but just a hint. And I was actually kind of, and I agree, I kind of don't want to know that I'm tasting hops, but just kind of maybe just you get like that floral essence to it, and then you go, oh yeah, that's got to be a hop, but it's not the typical hop.
When I go when I go blonde ale, I'm not looking to do the same thing I'm doing with it, like an IPA. Yeah. Like with a blonde ale, it's typically going to be like, if you're doing like crawfish or whatever, or something, whatever like that. Like you're just like poolside or something. You just like, I'm blonde ale today. I don't look for it to be big and hoppy. If I do that, I'll just go IPA. But if it smells really good. I didn't like something that smells.
So Joseph's saying which fruits. So, and what do you think? Would for some reason when I think of blonde ale, I think of more like a strawberries or something like that. Probably because of the strawberry blondes and things like that. Is that a type of fruit IPA that you could, is that a type? I don't know this.
Aromas from hop, you're typically going to get something like citrus or tropical.
So.
Oh, tropical.
It was all that. So.
Yeah.
So Jeremy suggested East Kent Golding. Philip says Galaxy.
And he's like, and Joseph's like, I don't want it to be boring. He wants to get creative with the hop profile. I think that's awesome. I think it's a great idea.
Or maybe like a mosaic. That might be.
I almost said that. That almost came out of my mouth hole.
Mouth hole.
Yeah.
Kennedy, we're right here.
Yeah. I mean, we did randomly, without any kind of talking about this beforehand, come up with the same beers today.
And
right.
Then, you're saying, okay, strawberry would be Belma and Huel melon hops. See that? So you can make. Okay.
You could go Motueka just because that's fun to say.
Yeah, Motueka is.
I wouldn't go Motueka.
You could do.
Like you'll have blonde cat pee.
But I don't know if that's just because I like strawberry blondes.
Motueka. That's
that's not Yeah, you're right.
That's Simcoe.
That's Simcoe.
Yeah, different show. That was
no Simcoe on that for sure.
Yeah, Southern Cross.
I think that would.
I would say Motueka. Motueka was tropical.
Belma and Huel melon lops. That's my vote. I think that would be nice.
I say divide the batch. Dry two different.
Ooh, that's
so. So Joseph, once this beer is brewed, make sure you save a little for me because I really want to try out your creation.
Well, hopefully we'll have Grain Cellar Rogue Brewers meetings from this month on.
Like I don't think I've ever really had a hoppy blonde, and I googled it just now, and apparently New Belgium made a hoppy blonde.
Okay.
Called Whiz Bang, which I've never had. And it looks like they had... Oh, yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. They used Mosaic, UK Admiral, which I've never heard of that one, and Centennial.
Notes of mango, lemon, blueberry.
And then here's another one that says, that Hoppy Blonde from New Belgium was Mosaic. So.
And he says, I'll be bringing it to the meeting. Yay!
Oh, good. So, yeah.
Oh, Kennedy, there was habanero cream ale? Who did that one? Did you do that, Tammy? Oh, man.
Yeah.
When did I miss this habanero cream ale? And why did I miss it?
How did you? Yeah, we went to all the... How'd you miss that one?
I just had, when we went to Fat Ass Winer, we got the award-winning, voted best peach wine in the history of peach wines, apparently.
Ooh.
Made with Fredericksburg peaches. But anyway, we also got, it's a prickly pear, jalapeno, raspberry.
Oh, man.
That sounds like a lot.
It is, but it's It's good. It's like it's a little. It's not even that sweet. There's some spice, but there's a lot of fruit flavor. And
Right.
I don't know that I could drink the whole. It came in the small cans, actually, the skinny cans.
Right.
But it was good. I
I
enjoyed it.
mean, I did my one attempt at trying to use prickly pear in beer. I don't think I'm gonna do that again anytime soon.
She said
was-
Tammy did make it. Tammy made that beer, and she said she brought it to Philip's house. I thought you went to Philip's house.
I
Where'd you go
did.
then? Where'd you go then? If you weren't there, huh?
Tammy, I'm blaming you for this.
Where'd you go?
Either you didn't tell me this, or I didn't listen to you when you told me this.
Oh, and that's at least he's admitting to this.
What
I,
was
I-
the
I still blame you.
what was the prickly pear?
The Kolsch that we did.
Yeah, we
for
did.
for the wart share.
Yeah.
What was it hard to deal with the prickly pears?
I think I didn't do the prickly pears quite right, and maybe I got some kind of weird, infection with the prickly pear, or it was also my first attempt at a Kolsch, and so
Fruited
I don't know.
beer and
Which, by the way, Philip makes like the best Kolsch ever.
oh, that's right. So it was this Saturday.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
your
what.
excuse, Kennedy.
I think.
Tammy, you got him out of
I
trouble.
think Philip may put crack in his Kolsch because it's that good.
Crack Kolsch.
Yeah. But
like
yeah, it was
that
my
crack
first
Kolsch.
attempt at a Kolsch, and then I tried to do something a little different for the contest, and I didn't get great reviews, but I learned a lot because that's my first time that I've had a beer judged with the BJCP guidelines.
Mhm.
I got a lot of good feedback on that, but
Well, that's a totally different thing, right?
I mean, we definitely had hands down, the best name for a beer
Yeah, we did.
for that prickly pear Kolsch. Hands down, the best name. So I'm happy about that.
We just wanted to
What
make
was-
the beer so we could have the name.
What was the name?
All right, wait for it. My prickly pear Kolsch was called "You Succulent Prick."
That is pretty good. I ask about the prickly pears because my brother-in-law in Fredericksburg, they have a lot of the prickly pear cacti
Mhm.
out there, and they're all blossoming right now. So I'd imagine prickly
Yeah.
pears are not far behind. So,
So they're not easy to work with because they're sort of like a what do you call those things? They're sort of like a pomegranate in that they're full of seeds.
mhm.
So you can't really take
yeah.
the seeds out.
So you would want to get like a prickly pear puree or something already
Mhm.
processed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
if I were to do it again, I would definitely make a puree, and then freeze that puree, and then thaw it out right before I add it to like secondary.
I don't know if you've ever gone back and watched Beer Geeks that was hosted by Mufasa, who you'll sometimes find at the Farm Boy brew shop in Katy these days. Last seen Mufasa like a I don't know, like a wizard or something. Wizard.
Isn't that the Lion King thing?
Yeah, if you ever
Anyway.
if you hear him talk, you'll completely understand.
Which-
He sounds just like
Which,
James
by,
Earl Jones.
by the way, I've never seen Lion King. I'm just gonna say
None of it, the animated or the new one.
no.
Watch the animated if you're going to.
Don't
Much better.
Don't tell me what to do.
I know I'm saying that if you want to enjoy it at its peak, the
Uh-huh.
animated version is better.
Okay.
Well, the
I would
the OG animated, the new one's
The
animated.
original,
too. It's
yeah. Exactly.
But anyway, they I think it was at North by Northwest. They made a prickly pear beer. It was like I want to say it was a dark beer. I don't remember now. I'll have to go back and watch. Anyway, that was on Aura. I don't even know if Aura is still a thing. You can probably just search for Aura or Beer Geeks Aura or something. Aura, the Aura Network. Larry
Mhm.
King used to be on there. Maybe he still is. I don't know. That show, Beer Geeks. And find the one at North by Northwest.
Did you say Larry King?
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, when he left CNN, he did this show for a while. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna look it up.
Larry King? So Larry King did a
Mhm.
show with beer.
No. He was on the Aura Network.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And that network did something. Okay.
And the
I was going to
network,
say,
Aura Network, whatever it was called, had a show called Beer Geeks, and that was Aura TV. I wonder if it's still around. Aura TV, and that was hosted by Mufasa.
it was hosted by Akuna Matata.
Okay, so Aura.tv. Apparently, the website's still there. No, no, this domain's available. No, it's still there.
Okay, so side note. So we're talking about possibly having a Rogue in-person Rogue Brewers meeting this month. And,
Yay!
Well, and Tammy says that basically the officers have to get together and talk about it. And so Joseph's like, well, my vote's one. So all y'all better vote yes, because we all want to get together. But no, and then of course it's up to Preston at the grain cellar. But I'm thinking that after the 18th, we can get up to 50% capacity in places. So that might help out with our numbers, because I remember from a conversation at 25%, that's not very many people. So maybe that will help. So maybe the combination of the two.
Like they determine the capacity.
Bye, Philip. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
By square footage. So I think.
Yeah, Mike Ferguson, Jeremy.
So I think our Rogue Brewers meetings are safe, like our normal ones, like normal attendance.
Yeah.
I think that would still be under fit. Technically, I think that would be under 50% capacity.
I would think so. I don't know what the capacity is.
Mike Ferguson?
Yes, Mike Mufasa Ferguson.
All right. Later, Philip. Thanks for joining.
I don't know. Let's see.
Catch you later, buddy.
I don't know where you can watch these at, though. Maybe they're on YouTube.
No.
There's 22 episodes. There's a single season. Episode 20 was at North by Northwest. And they made a Prickly Pear song.
Here's
R.I.P. That's sad to see. It sucks. Like, that was such a cool place, and they had such cool beers, and Julia and I have been to both locations. The first location had to close down because of, like, construction in the area, and no one was going to it because it was so hard to get to. That closed down, and then, like, probably within a year, maybe like a year and a half, the second location had to close because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Agreed.
So here's something interesting. I drank that Flavor Country, by Austin Beer Works. That was very, very hoppy. Mm-hmm. And after drinking it, look, my cheeks are a little red and like peakish, and I feel hot in my cheeks.
Oh.
Oh, no one can see it.
Oh my gosh. What was
No
that
one can
sound?
see it.
This is weird.
I know.
This is weird. It's so weird.
But it's weird. So is that a hop thing? Is that like, can you have a reaction to hop?
I've heard people being allergic to hops.
No,
Hops
you can't.
You can't?
I mean, you can't. I didn't. You not on the show. You can't do that. I didn't. We voted and.
What can't
Are
we
you
do on the
talking
show?
about what Kennedy did? Yeah. But it's weird. Yeah, now I feel all like flush and hot and red type thing, and it was beer.
Do we need to stop the show now?
No, your parents are still here.
Do we need to send them on an errand?
Yeah, we
But
don't.
has anybody else
what are they doing?
experienced that
Kennedy,
with
you
hop
even know?
or anything?
I don't know. Last time I checked on my parents, they were working on the puzzle.
I think they took
They
a
were
nap
on the
or a
puzzle.
walk.
They were on.
And now they're
Oh, speaking of,
doing stuff.
I'll be right back.
You're going to check. You don't want to walk in there on your parents.
I know. Uh-oh.
Do you think there's a? You should put us on a 2-shot. Tell them to put us on a 2-shot.
I know. And can you put us on the 2-shot so we don't have your empty box?
No,
I know. I just
too much work
put
right
us
now.
on the 2-shot.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
You do it. Whoa.
Is there?
Oh my goodness, Kennedy, be careful.
I'm good.
I don't know. He's wearing pants though. That's good.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
So it looked like board shorts, kind of like they used to wear in the UFC. Remember that? So what is the? While he's gone, so not to make him too uncomfortable, but so we're all in the loop. Is it like speed dating or something, or?
You
don't have to say.
Something like that. It was just it was right after my divorce. Just and leave it. Start it
All right.
and
You know
leave
what?
it there. Yeah. So
We'll all speculate. We'll all mull it over up here, and hey, things happen.
exactly, it was a perfect 40-something kind of midlife crisis. I wouldn't call it a crisis because it was actually quite fun. So, I guess what a woman in her early 40s.
Jules, you don't have to disclose. It's cool.
It's fun though.
I get it. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I understand.
Wait, not exactly.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you about more too. There's more, so, but I don't want to embarrass him.
Well, yeah. Who, Kennedy or Tandy?
Yeah, Kennedy,
Okay.
or perhaps people might get a bad opinion of me. They might think,
No. I'm just, Well, I mean, you're not a huge UFC fan, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I do like it. No, I definitely. If there was anything I was going to watch, it would be that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I do like it. I don't follow anything really. So, but if there was something on, I would watch that for sure.
Cool.
I just think it's good.
Yeah, okay. When his parents are around, are they ever do you think are they ever hugging and up on each other and stuff? Is there ever awkward moments where they forget that they're around their kid around me?
Look at him. Not awkward moments, but cute moments. No, they're actually still
Is there? I know, that's what I'm saying. They're very much. Do they ever make Kennedy uncomfortable like he's making us uncomfortable?
I know. No, Kennedy's pretty much the one who makes people uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody can beat that, but yeah. They're super cute though. They really are. It's nice. It's optimistic, It gives room for, and it's kind of like my parents too. They're still the same way like that too, and it's nice, and it makes me think, okay, there is that possibility,
Do you think?
Like it.
You think Kennedy will ever figure out how to mute his mic before he puts a mic up through his shirt, or is
Oh
that?
God, no, never. No.
Okay, just checking.
I think the days for learning things are gone.
Yeah, like an old dogs.
Old dog, new trick thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Yeah,
He hadn't put his earbuds back in yet, so he's still.
No, not yet. Yeah, so we can continue.
Okay.
And he has no idea.
He has no idea what we're saying. But I think the
That I was
beer
saying.
like that. I think those beers go really well.
How awesome he is.
Situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because I leave doesn't mean you can start talking shit about me when I leave.
We did not. We didn't put you down.
Nope.
We just stated a little bit of the obvious
Well,
when you're dancing, but
Yeah. I think that's what you were doing. That was the point of it all.
yeah.
my sweet dance moves.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Sounds like you guys may have been a bit jealous.
Oh, jelly. I don't know
Uh-huh.
about that.
So anyway, how are your parents? Did you go check on them?
I did.
How are they doing?
I did. They're getting hungry.
Yeah,
I was gonna
am
say
too.
it's almost 2:00, almost time for dinner.
Yeah.
So,
I made some pulled pork last night, and we're gonna have leftover Sammys right now.
we got to figure out. Nobody's gone to the grocery store the last few days.
Really?
I'm supposed to make King Ranch chicken tonight. I don't know that I feel like
Well,
making King Ranch
you
chicken
kind
tonight.
of committed to it. How hard is it to make king ranch
Well,
chicken?
you gotta cook in a whole chicken to start off with.
Which is, you don't actually
Like
cook
you're sitting
it
there
like the
holding it,
oven
you
does.
stick it in the oven.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
You
not?
have to cook it. By staring at it really intently, all you have to do is put it in the oven.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. For like 5 hours.
Oh,
I get it, but...
so do you want to volunteer?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't volunteer. I said taco.
What do you season your chicken with before you roast it?
I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I mean, I'll probably just rub it down with salt and pepper. Not do anything too miraculous with it because I am gonna cook it with all the other stuff.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about like crispy skin or anything.
No, because you cook it, and I may even boil it if I want to be really boring.
No.
No.
I mean, it's not the final destination.
So what is
No,
King
no.
Ranch chicken, though, exactly?
Julie has never had King
Do I need
Ranch
to
chicken.
Google this?
Yeah, no, listen. When you're gonna layers of flavor, my friend, layers of flavor, just like a beer. So when you put that chicken in the oven, shove some onion and garlic in that body cavity. You know what I'm talking about.
In that
So
body.
it permeates all through that bird.
Or what if I
Chicken
just
is a boring taste.
So it's like a papai
what if I just it's more like
casserole.
it's more like chicken enchilada casserole
Oh.
because you're using tortillas. So it's kind of like a like enchiladas, but it's not like rolled up in
And then you
enchiladas.
put it in a tortilla.
No, you don't put it in a tortilla. You got tortillas in there, but you
Yeah,
Oh, you
think
got
like
tortillas in there?
Yeah.
like slice it up and throw it on your plate.
yeah. So it's gonna be similar to like the chicken enchiladas, but with more creaminess to it.
Yeah, and then just
Okay.
have some fresh cilantro to throw on top.
Oh,
If you're into that sort,
really? You think cilantro goes with King Ranch chicken?
why not?
Doesn't cilantro go with everything?
Fresh.
Does
cilantro.
cilantro go with beer?
Yep.
Really?
Like a lime? Like the seltzer I'm drinking? Like the ranch? Well, I guess
If
it's
I'm
not
eating
beer.
some pico de gallo and drinking some cerveza,
Yeah, I can see that.
lime, cilantro.
Oh, look at
I mean, I don't know
this
that I
one.
want them to put cilantro in a beer. Might end up tasting soapy, super tasters and all, right?
All right.
Right, but
Look at that one.
But Julie has a thing with lactose, dairy, so King Ranch chicken may not be the best for her.
Have you ever tried the what are the lactate or whatever the different?
Oh, no, I actually haven't.
Yeah, maybe try
Yeah.
throw some of that down.
That's true.
Yeah, or not. Either way, and just let it happen. Be like, you did it. You
I
get
know.
the consequences.
Well, that's kind of how I go. That's kind of how I live. And then he just deals with the consequences.
Let me tell you about the consequences.
No, we get it.
They're not great.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. We understand.
I have to deal with them, but I'd rather not.
Do we have tortilla chips? We don't have tortilla.
No, we have tortillas.
Okay.
You have corn or flour tortillas?
For King Ranch chicken?
Yeah.
Corn.
Okay, just checking.
What kind of barbarian puts flour tortillas in their King Ranch chicken?
I'm just saying. I think the corn are more substantial anyway. They hold up better. They're thicker
Yeah.
than tortillas. So.
Yeah, with baking, you always want to use corn tortillas.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Well, now you have to do it.
Yes, Jeremy. Yes, you can put King Ranch chicken on a bed of tortilla chips. That's actually probably pretty good. And I've also seen King Ranch chicken, and I'm not going to do this. And when I had it, it was effing delicious. But I've seen King Ranch chicken made with Doritos. Your standard cheesy Doritos.
Whatever happened to the plain Doritos? Remember they used to make those?
Yeah, just corn tortilla chips.
Just regular cheesy Doritos.
Did Tostitos
No.
just come in and wreck shop and be like, "This is our area. Go."
Well, I
go
mean,
away.
there are so many just plain corn tortilla chips out there.
Yeah, but
I
I feel
don't-
like Doritos.
Doritos, yeah, with the nacho cheese. The
No,
original.
that's not what he's talking
It
about.
had plain. It's like they forgot to
just
put the
had
nacho
plain.
cheese.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It had the yellow. It had the yellow logo.
yeah, it was
Or the
just
yellow wrapper.
just
Oh, wow.
plain tortilla chips. But I feel like if you're getting Doritos, you need the flavor, whether it's nacho cheese or spicy nacho or salsa verde or Cool Ranch. You got to have, Doritos need to have the flavor.
I say you just go ahead and boil the chicken and get it over with. It'd be quick and easy, and then we can use the broth for chicken stock later. Or something.
Roast it, and still use you still use the runnings for broth. But
What if I roast it like beer butt style?
I mean, whatever. But I'd just say put some onions and garlic up in it. Throw it in that up. Maybe even some rosemary. Boom, go.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, like a Taco Bell casserole. Exactly.
thanks to Matt and his garden of glory, we have some fresh sage. Put that in
There
there.
you
Mm-hmm.
go. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
all kinds of herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not all kinds, but the kinds you eat. No, the kinds you cook with. The kinds that are the
All right.
kinds that everybody cooks with.
All
All right, Josh, you gave me talking about the King Ranch. You gave me a new lease on the King Ranch.
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad as like.
No, now you have to do it because now I'm really curious to see how this is gonna play out. So
Uh-huh.
What do you put on the side? What are you
How
doing?
you gonna
for
do
the
it?
side?
Sides.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like honestly,
I have some green beans.
this
green
is
beans good?
probably my second time I've ever made King Ranch chicken. This was a request from my dad. He's been in Spain. They haven't been able to get like good Tex-Mex or any kind of Texan type food or American food, and I guess he's been craving it for a while. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of pressure involved with With,
Are you
with
going
the King
shopping,
Ranch.
or have you already been shopping?
No, we went shopping.
So you have all your stuff.
Yeah, I got all the stuff. Like Julie and I went shopping before they got here.
And pico?
No.
That would be cool.
Well, we got tomato and onion and cilantro. We can make our own pico.
So I reached a new record at HEB.
Mm-hmm.
I have never spent that much money before.
I'll laugh at you. Tell me how much it was.
I know, right? Josh is like, really? You're gonna try that?
So, all right. So a little preface here. It was 2 weeks worth of shopping. The goal was to shop for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
For 4 people.
So we had a list. I went and and I did spend about $50 in beer, which lasted about 3 days. But let's just say over $300.
That's a little over a weekly trip for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, really?
Yeah.
That's about weekly for us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, we've got everything. Look, we've got.
We can make pico.
Yeah, we can make. That's what I was saying. We've got cilantro. We've even got, because of Matt's garden of goodness, we've got fresh peppers. We got lime. We got onion, tomato, and cilantro. So we could make fresh pico.
Yeah,
you
we
think
can
that would be good, Josh?
And do you have any tequila? Make some margaritas.
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? No, we don't have any tequila.
No.
How dare you? Go get some. Where's your closest liquor store?
I know, right across the street. I don't think it's open yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it's open back
tequila.
up.
You need some tequila or something.
Just a few blocks down the street, we have a Fiesta Liquor.
Go get some.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could go down there.
Is it open?
That looks amazing now that I'm looking at it, though.
I don't know if it's open or not.
That looks amazing. I think it
Is
is.
there any-
I could do some pico. That's cool.
Is there anywhere you can borrow some tequila and some?
I know. Maybe I can knock on our neighbor's door. Excuse me. Do you have any tequila? You know what? I may have a little mini bottle of tequila.
That's not enough.
I honestly don't think anybody around here is going to be drinking those margaritas.
No, it would just be us. Unless we could.
Except for
what's the smoky? Is it mezcal? That's the smoky.
God, that
type.
shit.
Like white.
And we have
white
avocado.
I think it's mezcal. Smoky
Mezcal?
tequila. Anybody?
I don't know. I'm not a big tequila person.
He's got.
You are.
Oh,
you like
Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Jody just joined us.
Hey, Jody. What are your thoughts on King Ranch chicken?
And so what do? Do we put the fresh pico on the side? And what do you do, Josh? You just put it on top?
Yeah.
it's just a party in your mouth. You just put a little scoop, of the little pico on top, the cool, the fresh, the roasty, the hot and the creamy, and the fresh pico on top. Put a little,
does look good.
Yeah.
Do we have limes?
Yeah, we have lime in there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm making pico.
Yeah. And we
You
even
got-
have
you got some
avocado.
guacamole or anything like
Yes.
that?
Of course we have lime.
I am going to be spending all.
I know, we should make some guacamole.
Day in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you have guacamole.
Yeah.
Well, we have lime. I mean, we have avocado.
We have avocado. I'm telling you, we went. I stocked up. Like we went when we checked out. It was only in one cart, but it's a full one cart, and we ended up leaving with 2 carts.
Because when you bag it and stuff.
But like that shopping trip broke my record by over $100.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
So
I know. Josh is like, yeah, well.
Yeah.
Come back when you have 3 daughters.
So
It's everywhere.
At least they're not boys, right? That's probably
$3. You're spending like $1,200 a month in groceries.
Yeah. Well, and they're athletic daughters.
That's about. Well, that's just all of it.
No
And that's not
wonder
even including all the Amazon stuff like for household goods.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no wonder you never go out to eat.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like sometimes we do, and then it's like.
Well, imagine the bill for that. Yeah. 3 people.
Yeah. Well, 5 people.
I mean, sorry. 5 people. Yeah.
If we go eat like our neighborhood Mexican place, 60, 70.
Actually, that's pretty good. If you can, with 5 people, if you can get out of there for $60,
That's because most of them are underage, so they can't drink.
Well,
make them split. We can get out of there over 100 pretty easy if we start drinking beers or margaritas or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's $60 is without alcohol.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I almost always have a beer.
You gotta have something.
So
Yeah. No,
I'll
agreed.
even do a cheap beer that I wouldn't admit to if street tacos or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
never
you know what?
do.
It goes with the food. It's it's pairing and it works. So yeah.
I've messaged them to have some craft Mexican lager or something like that there.
Yeah.
They have to acquiesce, but we'll.
Did you even give them some suggestions of good
Yes.
local Mexican lagers?
Message them with pictures and descriptions and and the distributor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Distributor.
I mean, their distributor probably has access to like some of the bigger ones, like the Spindle Tap.
Yep. All that.
And or the actually Backpew just came out with a new Mexican lager
So did
I
I.
want to try that.
that I haven't tried yet.
Tammy, I'm sure if you're still out there, I'm sure you've tried that. Let
Yeah.
us know what you think of it.
No Label has
That's
one.
going to be a good one.
Fiesta Forever.
Oh, no label.
Really?
has one?
I didn't know.
Yeah, maybe a darker, but
Oh, that's what I haven't seen yet in the craft beer world.
What's that?
Like the dark Mexican,
Ah, yeah.
like the Modelo Negro,
Yeah.
but like the craft beer equivalent of that.
yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Somebody work on that.
I think No Label has it.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, nice.
We need to get them on. They've been doing gangbusters over there.
Oh,
We need to
yeah.
throw-
Yeah. So yeah,
We need to go out there
no
next time.
label. Somebody at No Label took my job.
Oh.
But there's like a video person there now on staff.
Oh, Josh. That's Josh Awalde. He's been on the show before.
Yes, I want that job.
His photography skills are amazing.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's good.
mine aren't, but I do have the post. But all my skills are post
You
production.
got skills?
Yeah.
It looks like it looks like a. I can't say if that's is it dark Mexican style lager.
Texas
Looks like
strawberry blonde.
yeah, Fiesta Forever.
Oh.
We should have somebody on.
Yeah. Fiesta Forever. I'm looking at it right now.
I agree. We never had
Oh, the release date was just this May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, May Cinco
May
de Mayo.
5th. Cinco de Mayo. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
reach
I bet
out
they
and
plan that.
see if we can get somebody on.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know that we've ever had anyone from No Label on the show.
Come on, Kennedy. Seriously,
Who have we had?
we had Jennifer on at least half a dozen times.
No
Early on.
way. I think you're thinking of Interbrews.
Half a
No,
dozen.
I just went out. Well, it's been a little while since I've been out there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
so
no,
they
we
got
had
the Irish
Jennifer,
Red.
we
I
had
don't know if
Jennifer
they
on
still
a few
have it.
times.
I wonder if they still have the Irish Red.
Anyway, that was early on.
We need to go out there.
I mean,
Next time we go to your brother's, we need to.
If
plan
they have
on
been
a
on
day.
it, it was in like our first 6 to 8 weeks of doing the show.
No, I think it was phone in, but yeah, Jennifer was on a few times.
I want to say, now that you mentioned, I want to say I do remember a phone in
Yep.
with Jennifer.
Yes. One thing real quick that I learned, deep can label contemplation. This right here is also on the Austin Beer Works. I saw this on the, can you see that right there under my thumb or under my pointer finger?
Yeah.
It says
Hold on.
ball.
Why does it say that? It's not focusing, but
It says
On the
ball.
it's getting
Yeah.
there. It's wait.
Yeah, move it.
Move it back a little bit.
Move it to the other side. Like, move the whole can in. There we go. There, now it'll focus. There we go. Now move it
Oops,
back
sorry.
a little
All
bit.
right. All right.
There, I see it. See it. Yep.
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
That is the manufacturer. Same manufacturer for St. Arnold. in Austin Beer.
Oh.
I was
Nice.
just sitting there drinking summer pills, and I messaged Brock. I was like, "Who's Ball?" That's it.
Did you ask him if he's a baller?
I didn't have to ask.
Hmm.
I know he is. He's a shot caller too.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard he drives a Impala.
Yeah, he's got those 20-inch blades on his art
There
car.
you go.
Impala.
So I wonder if they still have, if No Label still has their Irish Red.
Talking about Brew of H.
No, it's
just
an Irish
it's called
Red.
Irish Red.
Oh,
They
they did
released
the
it
Brew of H.
on
I don't remember which style Brew of H is.
March
but-
14th.
so-
After only.
They
got-
they released it on Pi Day.
What was?
I wonder.
They're Irish Red. It was released on Pi Day.
Okay, gotcha.
314.
They're all out of hop solo. I saw that. So,
Man, it's been so long since I've been to Low Label.
I know. We need to check that. We need to go back out there next time.
Back in the days when there was only
look at. All right, posted 2 hours ago, Jules. Growler list for the day. They have L to M, Viking Hipster, Viking Hipster Dessert, Irish Red, Yes for Forever, Irish Stout, Passion for Humanity, Sour Cherry Stout, Coffee Kolsch, Gillies Blonde, Peanut Butter Chocolate Time, El Jefe, their 1980 Kolsch, Hop Solo, which I think is out, Brew of H, the Daisy Chain beer they did, the Ridgeback Amber. We can brew it Nightmare on First Street. Oh. Up and Away IPA, Squeeze and Twist IPA.
Did you say their Strawberry Blonde? I didn't see it.
They really right now have Nightmare on First Street on tap.
Yeah,
that's what it says. The Growler list.
Wow.
Growlers. Yeah.
Oh wait, this might be a joke though. It says Growler list is out for day 546,825 of quarantine drive-through. So maybe they're just looking into the future, but. Perhaps that's actually
no. I think that's it because they've been doing a daily. God, no, it can't be that long. But yeah, exactly.
It hasn't been that many days.
Tammy, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking Ball is the mason jars. It's funny. I thought no.
Same font. Yeah, that's what my wife brought that up too. She goes, I wonder if that's the same one. So, get your Ball stock. Put your stock in Ball. They're the future.
Mm-hmm.
Balls are the future.
They always have been.
Yep. So, anyway. All right. So, no label. We'll need to contact. When do we want to do another show? Today's Thursday. We should. Wait. You work tomorrow?
I work tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we should do early week shows next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
You want on Tuesday?
Yeah, we could definitely do one on Tuesday.
Let's do it
And I
Tuesday.
could always make a run out to Noon Label over the weekend and grab some.
You could do that. Mm-hmm. Be prepared to hang out in your car for a while. Those lines are long. Get there early.
Oh man, are they
But it's a party. They've had musical acts out there for the line. They had homebrewed brass out there. They've had a bunch of people out there. Yeah. It's a party out in Katy, man.
I think Rudy's out there a lot.
Yeah. So I'll call somebody, see if we can't, figure something out.
I think last Friday, New Magnolia had a band playing for the to-go orders.
Yeah, why not?
Their lines aren't quite as long. But
well, there you go.
I can't wait to be able to go brew a beer at New Magnolia.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
All right, should we?
Yeah, it's about time. We need to wrap it. We need to do the rap skis.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. You're gonna go start on King Ranch. Jules, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna go watch some MMA highlights.
No.
Tanner.
You need to go watch. Well, you can't watch. I was gonna say go watch Witcher, but you can't watch that with your kids around. No way.
Yeah, no.
Game of Thrones-esque.
Yes. It is that inappropriate for children.
Okay. All right. Good to know. All right. No, I'm gonna go watch some MMA highlights, old fights. See if I can find Tanner.
Let me know.
No.
Definitely, you can check out the show. I'm sure they have to have that. He was on the show.
I'll go look and see.
Are we still talking about that?
No, we just brought it back up. Jeremy, we like you liking our show. Jeremy says he likes our show. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Jeremy. We really do appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, before I hit the 35-second outro, thanks to everybody that was hanging out with us today. Tammy and who else?
And Matt.
We just need to do the blanket
Brendan.
rug brewers.
Everybody.
But we also need to thank Jeremy and
Thanks,
Mario.
Jeremy. And Mario and Jose.
Yeah,
and
Mario.
Foamy Head 13.
Foamy Head, yeah.
Yeah, all that. And your parents. Thanks your parents for support from the other room.
Yes, and Janae. Thanks, Janae.
Okay, yeah. Janae. All right, I'm going to hit the music. We got 35 seconds. You ready?
Yeah, do it.
Finger on the thing. All right, so that's a wrap for our show today. Thanks everybody for watching, taking part, being in this whole family of craft beer lovers here in Texas and beyond. So join us on Tuesday, right? Kennedy will do it again on Tuesday.
Yes, and the music's really loud, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I'll turn that down. Sorry, my bad. Just throw it out there like an MMA fighter, just all guns.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, we'll see y'all on Tuesday, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Liquid lunch.